I'll be back on intermission.
Twitch to OP.
Hello, hello,
Yeah,
we're back.
good now.
Hey,
Good.
alright. So, hello dear guys, I'm HabKeineName, the German guy without a name. Why don't I have a name? Because I'm too lazy to think of one. That out of the way, welcome to Final Fantasy XII, my favorite game of all time, my favorite Final Fantasy, and currently my favorite speedrun. With me, I brought the lovely Disfiguring the Goddess short DTG as co-commentary. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun time today. Before we start, there's one thing I want to say. Final Fantasy games are often very RNG heavy. We also have here a few rare steals and drops that can save either some time or some money. I'm coming here with a personal incentive that I'll be donating €2 at the end of the run for every item that saved time or money during this run. With that out of the way, I'll say the rest we'll do while the timer runs, and I'll say we start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Alright, a little insight in the story that we're gonna skip because we're speedrunners. Wedding, war, nearly dead king that's about to be killed, rescue squad. That's about everything you need to know for now, and let's speed things up. Because this is the Zodiac age, the PC, PS4, and by now I think every console remake, we have a speed up integrated into the game, which is officially allowed to use for the game, so it's gonna be fast. Because we'll be using the ×4 multiplier nearly all of the run, just one segment where we're only gonna go down to ×2 for safety. So yeah, so your typical tutorial area, messages everywhere. We're gonna do a little bit of menuing already, set everything up so we can fight faster, and we'll have our first boss, which is a piece of cake because we have a level 20 character with us, helping out, who's gonna do most of the work for us. And first boss dead.
Yeah. It's a piece of cake until you die to him, by luck.
Yes, can happen, definitely. If the boss actually just targets you, and your basically one of the NPCs with you is always there to just heal you up, but sometimes he just doesn't care. It's very rare to happen, but it has happened before.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times to me, alone.
So yeah, more tutorial. We got some pursuers. We tell our friends, go ahead to the king, save him. I'll handle these. So let's handle these. That is very unfortunate right now with a knockback into a corner. And go, go, go. And that's the tutorial done. The king is dead, we are dead, everything's dead. Time skip! Time skip! 2 years later, now we're the little brother of the guy we just played, and we're hunting rats.
Because rats get you prepared for the harsh desert.
And the rats are dead. So we just took control over Vaan, who is an orphan from the capital city of Rabanastre, which was conquered by the evil empire 2 years ago. Basically, his plan is just, he's a street thief, he's an orphan, he lost his parents to the war. And, yeah, he has only a few friends, like the weird dinosaur-looking man that we just talked to over there. Which is Miguelo, he's a shop owner, and he asked us to get down to get a few ingredients for a banquet that's supposed to happen tonight. So we're going to the bar, find our friends, send them with the ingredients home, and our other friend Tomasz tells us about hunts. Because we want to be a bounty hunter, we want to go on adventures, we want to become a sky pirate, that's the ultimate goal of Vaan. So he practiced a few weeks, months, years, we don't really know, with the rats in the sewers. And now we want to go out in the desert, where we're gonna go and destroy a puppet tomato as the first hunt, because that puppet tomato is threatening and giving everyone a hard time in the desert.
Yeah, he's disrupting couriers trying to make deliveries, and so no one's making deliveries, so we need to go take care of him.
Fast gameplay, and just like the first boss, the first hunt is not gonna take long as well. Though he's a little cheeky one, because if he's half health, he is like, oh my god, I'm gonna get killed. Well, guess I'm gonna jump down that cliff. Bye! Which is just a little bit annoying, because he survives the fall, and we just have to walk all the way around to get him and finish him off. Go away, Dino. And there we go, first boss. Or first hunt. And with that, one of the 2 hunts in the game that we actually have to do. Fun fact, we're never gonna get the reward for that hunt. We're never gonna collect that bounty, because that would be slow and it's not very good either. I mean, it's early game, what do we expect? So we come back, the city's locked off for the parade of the new counselor? The new guy who's gonna lead the city, who was sent by the Empire, who's also, funnily enough, the evil guy. We somehow get in, see the parade, and we're like, so there's this big banquet tonight in the castle. What if we were to sneak in there and steal from the treasuries and give it back to the people? He wants to be a little Robin Hood, even though his friend Penello and we all know he won't share. He'll just gonna buy an airship from the Souls if he finds anything gold. So now we're gonna visit our friend Old Dallin. If he knows a secret way into the palace, and for our luck, he does know a secret path into the palace treasure chambers, but we need a magic stone for that. Luckily, he does have that magic stone in his possession, but the magic in us is gone, so we need to fetch another stone to give that stone its magic back. So we're gonna head to the Giza Plains. Where are you gonna hope?
Basically, the magic of Best Quest. Yay!
Are we now gonna hope that everything's gonna hit us, because we need damage. And DDG, do you maybe want to explain why we want to get damaged here?
Okay, yeah, sure. So there is a rare enemy coming up that we want to farm, and it's called Dustia. You have to be at 10% or less, well, no, you have to be below 10% HP for this enemy to spawn. And so, we're going to get ourselves down to below 10% HP, and when we get there, we're going to use a glitch to continuously farm this creature.
They slapped me. Very nice. But before that, we're gonna see another feature of the Zodiac Age, which is called the Trial Mode. The Trial Mode is a trial mode where you have 100 floors of enemies and treasures that, of course, get more dangerous the further down you go, or the further up, depends on how you want to see this trial. But the good thing for us is that here on the first floor we just have rats and a chest with a diamond armlet, which is an accessory that is sold for 6,000 gil, which is a bunch of money right now, that we're gonna use to buy Dustia's great weakness, Phoenix Downs, because Dustia is a ghost, and as ghost it's undead, and as we know from Final Fantasy games, undead can be killed with reviving. So we're just gonna grab ourselves a bunch of Phoenix Downs from the money that we were gonna get from selling a diamond armlet. And we go on. So we've entered the plains here. We asked for the stone. The woman in the camp said us that her son is currently out making those stones. This is her son. He was hurt by a werewolf, which is a high-level mob that spawns in this area. Which he had a dare. And he says, yeah, I'm not done making the stones yet. There's still one left. Would you do that for me? So we do that. Those are the crystals. Each of them can give us a random amount of 25 to 55%. So that 28 already is pretty bad, and I'm not liking that.
Yeah. So
In
each
most,
of these crystals is RNG,
Hmm.
which is fun.
On average, due to the amounts it can load, it is mostly a free crystals that we need, which is very convenient because the first three are fairly close together. The fourth one is pretty far out of the way. Sometimes you get a 2 crystal, but we don't talk about those. Those are cursed. Every time you actually get lucky enough to get one of them, you'll just have misfortune for the rest of the run.
Yeah, the rest of the run, you want to bash your keyboard in. It's no fun.
Good. That
So we
NPC
have
hunter there was a little bit dangerous because they are programmed to heal us when we're under a certain amount of HP, which of course we don't want because we want to be low health. There's another one over there, which I'm not happy about. And oh boy, this looks like a 4 crystal to me. There is still a chance that this will be a 3 crystal, but it's a very low one right now.
Yeah, and to give some perspective, a 3 crystal is a 83% chance, a 7% chance for a 2 crystal, and a 10% chance for a 4 crystal.
Alright, that was a good roll.
Damn.
That was a good roll, lucky enough. The first 2 were garbage, the last one was generous. To be honest, with the HP values my characters have right now, I wouldn't have won the 4 crystal because, as I said, it's so far out of the way and there would have been so many more enemies with a chance to hit us. So yeah, we have the stone ready, we go back to the kid, his wounds are healed, and we race him back to the village, where we get a little reward for saving him, and then we're gonna go do the Dustia. And to maybe explain the glitch that was mentioned, Dustia, as we said, is a rare game, which is a mutation of a normal enemy that is very rare to find, mostly has a spawn condition, and does not respawn unless you move away 2 areas minimum. The way the game works, though, is you'll gain experience and other experience items and all that you get from killing the enemy as soon as they reach 0 HP or get the KO status, for that matter.
Yeah, it's 1 frame.
But they only get marked off from the game as killed once their dying animation ends. So what we're just gonna do is we're gonna go into the zone, make him spawn right in front of us, kill him, walk out of the zone before his dying animation is gone, and we will get all the rewards from killing him, but he won't be counted as dead, so he'll spawn again when we walk in again. So I'm not liking those HP values. Okay, 48. That would be, yeah, that's not very good. So we have a list basically with setups that work that will put us in the right amount of HP, but it's always hard. This is gonna be clutch. Okay, good. That was very close. Alright, so that was very close. 1 HP more and we wouldn't be able to do this right now. Alright, so here's Dustia. We're just gonna throw Phoenix down. Hope he drops items because he has 2 items that he can drop that we really want. One is Book of Organ, which is literally just a drop item that we can sell for a bit over 300 gil. And the more rare one is a Flame Staff, a weapon that we can only get later in the game. Already messing up. A weapon that we can only get later in the game, and we have to get it actually for our route. So if we can get the drop, then that'll save us about 2,200 gil. And that's the first item on the list of the if we get it, I'll donate €2 list. The other thing is how drops work. We'll see in the top left corner. I get the books. There isn't always a chance, though, that we get a second item that just doesn't show because we're moving out of the zone too fast for it to see. So even if the drop says we got a book, there is always a chance that we also did get a staff.
Yeah, and you want more staffs. Like, I don't know how many we need in this route, but say if you want 2, you want like 3 or 4, you know?
Yeah.
Extra gil. But
Because the thing is, we only need one. We only need one that we'll have to buy for 2,250 gil later in the game. Every staff that we get more than one, we can sell for 1,100 gil, though.
Yeah.
Which, of course,
And
is a lot of
compared to
money.
book, yeah, compared to a book, which I think is
A bit over 300.
500.
Bit over 300.
oh right.
Right, and right
See,
now, you got a
I'm trying to
chain
look
level
up
up,
the difference.
which is gonna be a bit dangerous. Chain level up means that the enemy is more likely to drop items, more likely to drop multiple items, and more likely to drop rare items. The other thing is, though, chain level 2 items have a special effect. With every item we now pick up, there is a 10% chance that we either get 10% of our magic points healed or 10% of our health. And of course, if we get healed by 10% of our health, we won't be on less than 10% of our health anymore. So we would have to have the need to hit us down again. Can we get a few more drops, please? During the last few? Come on, you've been pretty sore so far. That was an MP heal. That was lucky.
And then heals from drops also work in a very strange way. At least on the PS2 version, I don't know if it got changed to TZA, but if you pick up a drop from a chain level and it's a healing, how it works is that the character hits themselves first, but you don't see the animation. It just happens as part of the calculation. And so if you're like super low health, like 1 or 2 health, you can actually end up killing yourself by getting healed.
Never seen that happen before. So yeah, that's the grind completed. We didn't get too many items, but that's fine. Or with our current route, these drops are not even really required, but they make your life a little bit easier, because if you don't grab them, you can save a few frames with every time you don't pick up an item, but you'll have to sell more later, because you literally have to sell every piece of equipment that you have to make up the money. So the other thing is, we've only seen book drops. There is a chance that we did get a flame staff. We won't know until like another half an hour till we actually have a shop where we're selling items. So yeah, we got the stone. Our friend Pinello leaves us again because he was actually supposed to do something else. And we're heading to the sewers, because everyone knows every good heist starts in the sewers. Come on. That was a long loading time. Don't know why. So yeah, through the sewers we're gonna now take a path to the palace. In the palace we'll just be pretending to be working there, because they hired a bunch of extra people just for the banquet tonight. So we'll just fit right in. And what we'll do instead is just gonna chase around and yeah. Gonna say bad things about the guards to get their attention and draw them to points where they don't annoy us. And we're gonna head into the treasure room. Next question, is my friend Razorfin gonna be here? There is a 20% chance for every of these fish to be replaced with a rare game named Razorfin. Sadly, he does not show up.
1%, yeah.
Ah, okay. It's not really required or anything, he's just like my good luck charm, my buddy. I like to say hi to him when I see him.
Also, according to chat, I am apparently super quiet.
Ooh, that is very unfortunate, because that will be hard to fix during the run.
Darn.
Unless I'll waste a few seconds, of course. But if it's really, really bad, I could just waste the 10-15 seconds here to move it up. Just let me know on that and chat. Alright, so the first guard doesn't want to let us through. The servant notices us, thinks, we probably want to go up to the banquet, and just says, go shout at that guy. And we're just gonna move around, because for some reason he thinks it was the pig talking, not us. So yeah, we're gonna draw attention to us a few more times. This is like a maze here. There are on certain points our guards positioned. If they see us, they'll throw us back to the beginning. So what we want to do is we just want to have them out of our way while we make our way to the secret entrance to the treasure room, and we still have to open that using a seal, which is right here. There's a seal in the ground. We just pick up the stone and the door opens. Alright, treasure room. Eh. Yeah. I mean, just saying, if it has to be done, it's a marathon run, not a PB attempt, so wasting time wouldn't be that bad, and I'm not very clutch on estimate, to be honest. Just had a great PB.
We're just checking whether there's a different option first, and worst case you can do it during cutscene or so.
Not exactly, because the thing is, every cutscene in the game we can skip, and the other thing with the Zodiac HPC is, as soon as I tab out of the game, it automatically pauses.
Alright.
Which is a little issue in this game. But as I said, I'm not exactly on a PB pace here right now. I'm already like half a minute behind. And again, it's a marathon run, it's a showcase, it's not a PB run. So yeah, anyways, in the treasure room we just met Balfir and Fran, which are basically the Bonnie and Clyde of this little game. They also wanted to steal something from the treasure room. They are sky pirates, the very thing that Vaughn wants to be. And due to unfortunate circumstances, we fell back into the sewers. Our ride got broken, so we'll have to walk. But before that, we have the first of a few menus to do. Yeah. Gambit tutorial is fun. I'll be talking about more in depth about that in a moment. So first, unequipping all the weapons, giving them all the role of a red battle mage, which is a Zodiac Age exclusive. In the normal game, all had the same board, basically, that they shared. In this, we have 12 different boards, one for each Zodiac sign. And we can basically, each board is a certain role with certain abilities that we can give our character. So we bought a spell named Dark earlier. We're gonna teach him how to use it. We're gonna automate the use of it.
Hab, you can just boost DGG on your end.
Alright, I'm doing that after the menu then. Dark, highest HP, and Dark. Dark is a pretty overpowered spell for the moment, because it's an AoE spell and deals a lot of damage already. Alright, give me a second. Discord, DDG, let's say 135 for the start. Should be fine. Alright, sound is up. Feel free to talk again to test it out.
Right, test. Chat, let me know if you can hear me.
That is unfortunate enemy movement here already. Normally what we try is to just group enemies up and have them die in the AoE, but that was very unluckily there, because their aggro range just ran out before I was able to group them up. Which is probably gonna not be very helpful later. Those two sleeping is also not that great. License point might be an issue later. Next person to see. Say hello to Amalia. She's a fighter in the Resistance. And she was there for attempted assault on a new counselor in the castle. That's the issue that happened there. And Flance.
Oh, do you not have Vaughn as a red mage?
How do you mean that?
Oh, when I was... You might be using a different route than what I did, but Vaughn was a red mage in my... route, and
Everyone is a red mage here. The first 3 characters are all red mages for us.
Okay.
So, we have a very unfortunate case right now that Amalia got blinded by the Flans, which is unfortunate because she's the only person that we don't want to see blinded for this fight. Say hi to the fire horse living in the sewers. We're gonna drag it into the water. This will make it weaker, and we hope... Nope. Sadly didn't kill it before it's cinematic.
Yeah, because the fire horse lives in the waterway. Makes total sense.
Yep. So, sadly, we were about to exit to the city again and make our escape, but unfortunately, the Imperial soldiers and the new consular found us, so we got thrown into prison. But what would a real Final Fantasy be without a prison break section? Nothing, I
It
tell
would
you.
be sensible.
So yeah, we're in prison, they took away all our equipment. The good thing is they can't take away what's in our hats. In terms of magic, so we can still just cast and kill the prison bullies. It's righteous, they just killed an innocent man, so we just fried them. Want some pork chop? Alright!
More like some fried orc.
So yeah, we found our equipment back, which we still don't really need. And prison break! Come here, all guards. They know we're here, they're not doing anything, and now that we enter the cutscene here, they completely forget about us. Because it's not like it's worth. So, the level 20 character from the tutorial I mentioned was Captain Bart von Runsenberg. He is accused to be the Kingslayer and was presumed executed. But actually, he's alive, and we just found him, and we freed him, and now he's gonna help us escape. Even though we're very unhappy with that, because to our current knowledge, Bosch did not just kill the king, but also Vaughn's brother, who he played in the start. So yeah, Barheim tunnels. We're now in a mine. We have no energy to lift up the gates. That lucky fella over there has a tube fuse to repair it. Sadly, when we crashed down here with the prison crate, we smashed the stairs that lead down here, so now we have to find another way out.
And here comes the part where everyone remembers in their casual playthrough hating.
Personally, I gotta say no. I never gave a damn about this. So, we have an energy bar. That energy bar can be depleted by those big monsters here called mimics. They suck out energy on certain landlines, and if you're not careful enough, they'll set us into the dark, and if they do that, then zombies and ghosts will start spawning, which I personally always find great casually, because they are an easy way to grind experience, but we're speedrunners, we don't need that. We're already like 10 levels above where we should be, due to the grind that we did earlier on Dustia. So we're just grouping everything up while making our way downtown. There is another gate in front of us that we'll have to open. Gates will need about 30% to be opened of the energy bar. So luckily we got 100. Which isn't really a question here. We also just kill these electricity suckers, not because we really need the electricity that much, but because they'll give 2 license points just to say, license points are points used to advance on the license board, where we determine what skills and equipment people can use. And normally every enemy gives 1, bosses give a little bit more, and these enemies give 2, so they're easy to grind. Give me a second. Skip 1. Skip 2. Never-ending loading screen. Da 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 da. Damn it. A little too fast. Alright. So now we got told the truth. Bosch has a twin brother, and he was the one killing the king. Also, he found a nice new sword, so he's now actually useful. And we're killing more enemies. On our way out of here. Gonna use another potion here for safety. And next boss. Say hi to the giant bug, also known as the Mimic Queen, who hopefully won't have a chance to show us what she's made of. 1 HP. Literally 1 HP.
Wow.
Always great when that kind of stuff happens. So yeah.
It wouldn't be a marathon without the 1 HP.
Probably. So yeah, we're free and we're back into the desert where we started at. Where we killed the puppet tomato just a bit further in. One of the 2 only cutscenes in the game that we actually can't skip.
At least on this version, yeah.
Luckily, on the original PS2 version, there were so many more unskippable cutscenes.
Yeah, and they're all in the first half of the run.
Alright, let's get going. So we want to go back to the city, just lay low, calm down for now, and be happy that we escaped. Therefore, we're going to use another new mechanic that I'm going to introduce, that is teleport crystals. All over Evil East there are teleport crystals, and using a teleport stone, we can teleport to any teleport crystal that we already touched. The one in Rabanastra is marked before already, so we don't have to actually touch it to unlock it. So, we're back in the city. And the group splits up because we don't have any business together anymore, and we want to show the treasure that we stole from the treasure chamber of the palace to our friend, but we don't know where she is. Normally we're supposed to go to the shop and there find out that she hasn't been seen, and we're supposed to go to Old Dellen, but that luckily is optional, since we can just straight on go to Old Dellen. He gives us a sword that we're supposed to give to a man named Azalis. This is a sword of the Old Order, which is basically by now is the Resistance Force. Was earlier the Royal Guard.
Of the king that was killed.
So we're going here, we're heading in the sword, and we see Bosch again, who's like, I have a business to I need to talk to Balthier. There is something that I need to take care of. I'll join you for now. And this is a very happy circumstance, because Bosch is gonna be one of our main characters in the game. Basically, for the first third, we will just use Von, Balthier, and Bosch, and Von, Balthier, and Fran, and Dark our way through. But the real hard work, the other 3 characters... Sorry. Will do. So, we are supposed to find out that Balthier is sitting in a tavern. And he's here, and our friend Miguelo, the merchant, who is basically our daddy by now, our parent, is here, says Penelo was kidnapped because of this Balthier, and she's been abducted to the sky city of Uzerba. Because Balthier gave her a handkerchief when we were imprisoned with the promise, I'll bring Von back to you. And some bounty hunters who are after Balthier saw that and therefore now kidnapped Penelo. Bart is like, what a coincidence! I also wanted to go to Buzerba. And Van's is just like, just bring me there, and the stone that I'll steal from the palace is yours, which is the thing that they also were after. But he has some issues with that already, and so he's just like, okay, it's kind of my fault that the girl got abducted, so let's go and help. So we're going to the Sky City of Buzerba now with our party, where we're gonna head into the mines where they are holding her captive. On the way now, we're gonna meet a little boy here who also wants to go to the mines, and hears us talking about wanting to go to the mines. So he's like, "Can I come with you? I also have something to do there." And we're just like, "Sure, why not?" This boy is a very special boy, and is gonna play a big part in the story and the speedrun because he's an excellent healer. And what we're gonna really make use of later.
Yeah, what Lamont, quote unquote, is a very nice person. He likes to chuck high potions at you.
Not in this game. In this game, it's Cura.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
Okay. See, I'm mainly a PS2 runner, so I got, PS2 versus PZA knowledge.
Which is
Same game, but
which is part of the reason why I brought her here. Why do I keep always running into that trap lately? I know it's there, and so somehow I still drift a little more to the left and to run right into it. Oh no, bunch of spooky, scaly skeletons chasing us down. They actually have an attack that really hurts us that we don't want to see them use on us.
Oh, Bone Toss, yeah. Bone!
So yeah, we're at the end of the mine. We find Lamont finds his target, and we'll find the end of the cave. And there are the bounty hunters trying to chase us. Oh god. Just as we talked about it. Chasing us down now to the entrance because they still want us. They still want the bounty from Balfir's head. Penelo they left go by now, which is kind of funny because they said they let her go as we entered the mine. Which is funny because it's a one-way track, so we actually should have been able to see her along the way, but eh. So yeah, we're just running to the entrance. They're chasing us. I'm not liking those HP. This actually could get close. Do I want to throw a safety potion? They give up on hunting us now. Come on, I'll throw a safety potion. Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, we run out of the mine and we find out a few things. One, Lamont is actually Larcer Ferrellus Solidor, the son of the current ruler over the Bad Empire. So, and we found out that they actually found Penelo and he's taking her in to protect her. And yeah, don't listen to Waldorf's lies. Meme segment. We're supposed to draw the attention of the resistance force to us by spreading lies. Even though they're only half lies, because we do have Captain Bart von Runsenberg with us. For some reason, that tour guides always give a hell lot of a percentage. Please, thank you.
Yeah, it's possible to get this done in 2 shouts, but it's really precise. So, doing it in 3 is pretty normal.
So yeah, it turns out those tour guides aren't even tour guides, they're just information brokers of the resistance force. Who would have guessed that? I mean, they only gave like 20% each. So yeah, some cutscenes. We want to see the ruler of this city because he apparently is allied with the evil empire. He was the one who announced the execution of Bart von Runsenberg 2 years ago, which is clearly a lie, so he wants to go now. Also, Bart wants to see him because he wants his help to rescue Amalia, who we met earlier in the sewers, which is who is still a very important part of the resistance. So we go there, and the thing that we discuss is that we might have to go behind enemy lines to save her. So what happens is he turns us in. He is betraying us and summoning the Imperial forces. So now we're in captivity on their airship. Luckily, we're not alone, because we have Captain Ocelot, who we brought the sword earlier, is an old friend of Boss, and he's now here to help us. We also like to call him Meat Shield in this game, because he is counted as a guest. Guests normally are supposed to be uncontrollable, they do their own thing and we can't do anything about it. That at least was the case in PlayStation 2. On the remake version with the Zodiac Age, we have full control over our guests. So he's a tanky one, he has a lot of health, he has strong armor, way stronger than we have currently. So we're just gonna send him first, take him all the damage, he's our meat shield.
And I think he enters 3 levels higher than Bond into the party.
Should be 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's...
So we make our way to the prison cells and more enemies. This time as a boss battle, and we have the second unskippable cutscene. Or actually there are 3, come to think of it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run into this corner, bring in the other 2 again. We're gonna change this up to a stronger heal, and due to standing here in the corner now, they're all close together. We use that tech called Traveler, which I'll explain later, which is a YOLO use in this case, but still deals some decent damage. Please kill him, thank you. Congratulations. The only congratulations screen on the game you can't skip. Every boss has at the end of him this scene. The thing is, with the every boss also has a cutscene where he dies, and if we skip that cutscene, we also skip the congratulations scene. This boss is the only one that doesn't have that. So yeah, the prison guards are dealt with. We get the key to the prison cells, and we're gonna rescue Amalia, who, in a plot twist, we just found out isn't Amalia. In real, she is the dead-believed Princess Ashelia Benargan Dalmasca, our rightful princess, and yeah.
Yeah, her father was the king who got killed, I believe, right?
Yes. More meat shield! While running out. Of course, we have an alarm on us now. This will make every enemy that spawns in our area be drawn towards us. Well, we don't really give a damn about that. Then, Vossler, would you be so kind and pick up that item of your demise, please? Eh, goddammit. Very unlucky here. There we go. More on that end later. So yeah, and now Penelo is back. Ready to arrow gun mode. I'm not liking Fran's HP. Boss battle. Of course they don't want to let us go, so there they are. Come on, stop the potions for a moment. That was bad. That was so bad. So many potions wasted. And the evil guy, the general of the army, is down. We are escaping with a ship, and we're back in the Sky City, where we're supposed to lay low with the princess, while Vossler goes and tries to find a way to reclaim her throne. To make the
But
king...
she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah. She's like, I know a way. There is this item of value that proves that I'm of royal blood. Only I know where it's at. Come and help me find it.
So we pull in FF9 and we capture her with her permission.
And
She
we're
asked
heading
us,
off.
"Please kidnap me."
And we're heading off. Shopping time! We gonna buy Cura, Arrow, and a Race. Also, we gonna buy some, what was it again? Gold Needles and Echo Herbs.
Echo herbs are very important. Well, so are golden needles, but echo herbs are very nice. They get rid of silence, and usually FF12 is a very magic-heavy run.
Not as much in the Zodiac Age, but still magic plays an important role. So yeah, we're heading more west to the grave of Ash's grand-grandfather, the former so-called Dynast King, who was ruler over all Evilies at one point. And Vossler is back. Yay!
How'd you find us? I don't know. I just followed you. How'd you follow us? I don't know.
Very sus.
Very.
So, come on. Gold amulet and a menu time. Penelo becomes a white mage, as a black mage, a lot of licensing. So we're setting up now for mid-game. By getting a few more things here and there. Some magic power, an extra gambit line, equipment and spells.
Yeah, so basically what we have to kill a lot of enemies because particularly in TZA there's a lot of LP requirement. And I don't know how many random enemies you kill along the way.
Not too many.
But you usually LP is pretty tight in most routes for 12. So we basically do as little licensing as possible, but we do it as effectively as possible. So get as much LP as we can, get it done, so on and so on.
Which is nice because, as you see, we can choose one board for each character. 2 bosses from now, we can choose a second one, and some licenses will be on both boards, which will mean those licenses will be already activated, which allows us basically some back and forth from the front of one board to the end of the other board, which will just make licensing more effective. Equipment. Penelo gets the golden amulet we just picked up, therefore she gets doubled license points. We gonna unlearn you how to use the potions. We gonna set Penelo up as our healer to start with her healing gambits. So she'll heal us when we're on 50% HP. She'll raise anyone who's dead, and she'll throw gold needles on anyone who's stoned. Also a thing, I'm a noob in this game, so I'm putting the game on a wait mode here for the rest of the run. Basically what you've seen is this blue battle menu that I've been doing around. I was able to walk with it before, now I won't be anymore, because that is still a thing with a part of the game that I still haven't made myself too familiar with. 65. Alright.
Marathon is much better to be safe, of course.
Alright, so, Traveler, the attack that I used on the boss earlier and just now again. Traveler is an... Oh, come on, please, no. Wake him up.
Do you want me to explain Traveler?
Yep, yep, sure.
Alright, Traveler, it's a technique that when you use it, the game uses your in-game distance or total steps used, and every 1,000 steps, the damage on this calculation on your steps flips over. And so the idea is that you want to get as close to 1,000 as possible without actually reaching 1,000, because between like 1 step and like 500 or something, you do like whatever the number of steps is, and then all the way up to 989 steps you do like 2,000 damage. But then if you're between 990 and 999 steps from the time that you last cast, you end up doing close to 10,000 damage in one hit, and it's regardless if they have Protect or whatever else on.
Yeah, ignores enemy armor and everything. We'll use that in a moment to one-shot kill one boss and kill half of a boss a little bit later.
Oh, you do it for Garuda?
Now we use it on the Demon Wall and on Belias. Because Garuda is a joke. Garuda is a holy bird, weak to dark, and we have 3 persons spam casting dark for massive damage. This one is a joke.
Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, welcome to the Tome of the Dynast King, where we're gonna find the proof of royal blood for our princess, so she may reclaim her throne. Of course, it's since we don't have any proof on us, it's filled with vicious traps, and they're all gonna trigger on us, and the most annoying ones are these. The demon walls.
Fight or run.
Yeah,
You better
but
decide fast.
We'll have 2 of them. They slowly move forward. God damn it, why blind guy? They slowly move forward, and if they reach the end of the path, they'll just squish us. There is one with a short way that's very strong, and the second one over here that has a long way that's rather weak.
The world comes, we must be quick.
yeah,
Together we
you're
can bring it
supposed to actually flee from the first demon wall, but it's possible to kill him. But apparently you didn't do it in this route.
Nope.
Like Demon Wall 2, which is the weaker one, gives like 9 LP, which is decent for a boss at this point. But Demon Wall 1 gives like 30 LP. It's like 3 times. It's insane.
Yeah, wrong. Battle speed slow, so for the next boss it's gonna be very annoying that the first demon wall just used blind guy, because I will have to heal off the blind with Vossler, which will of course take a few seconds to get the item and do it. But Vossler will solve his purpose very good here again as our meat shield. And we'll just do a few things here. We'll grab that chest over here. No one is gonna be named no one today and activate the trap. Thank you. Basically the boss room and the artifact are stored behind 2 switches that we have to press. So we're on our way to the first switch right now. We will use another traveler here on that guy. Checker number in the bottom, 600 flat. So on the boss we want to be on maximum 599. 1,000 steps ahead.
Yeah, and if you if you go over, say if you do 1,000 steps exactly, you'll end up doing 0 damage. So it is very finicky. You have to be very precise with your movement.
Yeah, it's probably, in my opinion, besides the movement, the hardest thing about the run to get down.
Yeah, Traveler is very...
I remember...
Traveler was my big...
You go first.
Oh, no, Traveler was my big, like, what am I doing wrong? When I was learning, because I was losing hundreds of steps. And you don't realize that you lose so many steps when your movement is just unoptimal everywhere. It's crazy.
The thing is here, it's routed out that we'll use Traveler on 2 specific points, on 2 specific enemies. So by the time we reach the boss, if we don't go completely crazy, we'll have about 100 steps buffer. Please don't kill anyone. Hey, they actually didn't kill anyone this time. Nice. Those ghosts are always annoying. Alright. This is doing good. This is doing very good. So we still have to heal off the blind.
Jealous of you.
Eye drops on Vossler. 1 heal in, and we go down to the boss. Where the strat is just we're gonna hit him till half health, and we're just gonna use Traveler and kill him with that. On exactly 600 steps. 50, 60, 70, 80. 90. 93. 93 is good.
93 is very good.
Yeah, let's just hit him down a bit more and done. We did move a few more steps, so that actually was close. As you see, the damage number was 9,980, so one more step and we've been fine. Wow. 2 more steps and I would have been down. Because they, of course, don't stop moving.
Yeah, 2 more steps, you would have been, you would have done 0 damage.
Alright, menu time. Pinello out as in, license. Boss becomes a knight. And now that we beaten the boss, we get a little tutorial here that we can buy the boss basically to summon him as to our aid, and we'll allow to use a second board. Which for boss is gonna be the Ulan.
Yeah. Belias is the only summon that you need that is actually required during the run. You need him. You specifically need him for one thing in the entire run, and that's to open a particular door. But that's a couple hours. Well, I don't know when you get to Giravigan in this run.
Should be around the 2-hour, 2:15 mark.
Yeah, it's in an hour and something then. But
Remedy Lore and Gold Amulet.
Technically, you don't need him for anything else, but
Gold Amulet on you, Gambit to Party Leader and off, Boss to 70% HP, High Potion, attack to highest HP and off, Ash to Party Leader, Arrow. That should be it. Yeah. Oh no, there is one thing that I forgot, but that's not important right now, that I can do later.
Do we have time for a few small plugs?
Sure.
In the meantime? Alright.
yeah, go for it.
Well,
Although, wait a second. I'll quickly explain the next boss.
go for
So basically, we find out Vossler's betraying us. He sold us to the Empire and imprisons us. What we do is we just kick his ass. We got an item earlier, the Reflect Gamut. Reflect is a status effect that will make magic bounce off of us, and AoE magic bounce off of us multiple times. So what we do is we throw the Reflect Gamut on us, and then just cast a bunch of spells on us till they die, and that's basically the boss fight. And then we have a big grinding session incoming, so we have time for some plugs.
Alright. Well, first of all, we are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. Due to the situation surrounding COVID-19, we're currently doing our events online for the time being, as you can see here. This event features streamers from both Benelux and the rest of the world, bring you entertainment during the lockdown. And during this marathon, we do have some donations. We are running donations, as you can see as well. And we just opened up a few more incentives for later during the day. One of them is the Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited, the metal and funk music mod. It can be met at, for just 75 euros. Furthermore, we have the Cuphead low percent later in the run, which has a low percent good ending that can be met now. And you can donate towards a character name in the Demon Souls remake any percent run at the end of the marathon. And all your money will actually go to Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who is dealing with mental issues themselves or within their family. So it's going to a good cause.
Alrighty, thank you, Grump. So we just had a very unlucky case happening there. The boss was actually able to kill 2 of our party members, which is gonna come down because this means we'll be a bit low on license points later in the run. Also, yeah, the next half an hour will just be one big grind segment. So that's gonna be fun. But in this grind segment we also have The hardest movement in the game, which is this here right now, because this is not fun to do. And also a few big run deciders, because as I mentioned in the start, there are a few items that you can get during this run that can help you out, either saving money or saving time. There is one in particular, a sword that we have a few chances to steal. 6 in total, 2 with a 3%, 4 with a 6% chance. And that sword literally saves minutes. And we're gonna have our first attempt at that right now. With the first 3% chance, so let's see how that's gonna go.
Pray to RNGesus.
My current streak is that I got that sword in 3 out of my last 4 runs, so let's have a look how that goes. So yeah, we go back to the trial mode for now to grab again the diamond armlet, and now we're just gonna kill a few enemies over the next few floors to get license points. This we'll do another few times over the next half an hour. And here we have the first chance. That is a longsword. That is the most common steel. That is not the 3% rare steel that I was hoping for. But hey, can't have them every time. We still have a few more chances, we can see. Longsword is still at least a decent steal, because that's a weapon worth 400 gil. 400 gil is a lot at the current point for us, so we'll gladly take that. And we enter trial mode here, quitting out, loading the autosave again, and going back to the game. So yeah, movement in this game is normally pretty easy, but that area that I've just been through earlier is just horror, because of course, times 4 speed is one thing. Times 4 speed chocobo boost is a whole nother thing. It's so hard to control sometimes.
Oh god, it's so much better because, you know, all the corners catch you. If you get caught on the corner, you stay in place, you don't slide off of them, and so you'll waste your whole boost.
Remember to hydrate. Will do. Will do. In a bit. Nah, I got coke. Alrighty, so that relic that we found turned out to be some kind of nuke and blew up an entire Imperial fleet, and we want to know how it did that. So we were looking for someone who might be able to explain us, and then Fran mentioned the Gareth, which are these people here who know of those stones long time ago. So we're going here, trying to go for the best we can here and try to get some information. So now we're gonna have some shopping, and we're actually gonna see our items for the first time and see if we did get a flame staff early in the run, which we sadly did not. So we still have to buy one. Diamond armlet, we're gonna sell all the potions, and we're gonna sell the books that we got in the start. We got exactly enough money, well, 300 more than we are supposed to have. We're gonna buy a flame staff and a heavy lance. We're gonna buy armor. We're gonna buy some, what was it, cross tiers? Cross tiers. Eh. That was a hiccup. And the spell fire up. Menus. my arch nemesis in this game are the menus. So yeah, we've been listening around to that one person, and now we want to see the Elder, because he's the only one that we still have hope to be able to give us answers. Sadly, all he can say to us is that they don't know how to use them, because it's been Jeez, what is up today? It's been generations that they actually had those stones and knew those things, but what he does know is that the power of the artifact is gone, and he's saying that about our grandchildren will be able to use it again. Also, Larsa shows up again. Remember Lamont from earlier? Yeah, this is him. The son of the leader of the evil empire. And he's actually a good guy, and he's on our side.
Just his brother's evil.
Alright, a little bit of menuing here again. Fran out, Bosch in, license Bosch, armor 4. Armor 6. Switch staves free. Fire. War Mage and the Magic Lore. Then Armor 5, Evalor, second board. She also is gonna become a boozy, a samurai basically, but just for a few easier paths on the grid. And she is gonna get HP 5 and a magic. Alright, equip, optimize. You still have the golden amulet, you get the dawn shard, which is the relic we've been talking about. Gambits, Larsa, Cura to 70, delete 2 to 5. No, wait, 2 to 4. We do that. Vox to Cronus tier, 6 to Phoenix down. Slow menus right now as we change to Fire and highest HP, and boss we make Ally Penelope Phoenix down and turn on the second. Alright, grabbing another Chocobo, and we're moving on.
Also, I'd like to point out Gertie, who's the Chocobo, is a total hustler, because not only will she sell you Chocobos in every city, but she'll sell you Chocobos in every city at different prices.
Oh yeah. Just in a little village that we've just come out to, we just got a free ride that the war chief of the clan arranged for us. But she'll sell Chocobos, or she rent Chocobos for 10 gil in that city. Whereas a Chocobo that we're gonna get later in a major city is gonna cost us 800 gil.
Yeah, and you can use like teleport stones and go from city to city to city to city, and you'll pop in right in front of her every time, because she's usually right by the crystals.
Alright,
so
second
if,
chance for that Restial. We're gonna run around because we want to kill that enemy. We couldn't steal. That's fine. That's the 2-3% chances down. We'll still have 4-6% chances later once we get another item. Windbreaker is nice. That's 500 gil. Phoenix down is meh. Those items are actually routed in, by the way. The money items here. You're supposed to get a few money items. There are a few rare steals, though, that can really be helpful. Also with a 3-6% chance. So far, we haven't gotten anything. But we still have a lot to come. Whoops. So yeah, the plan right now is to visit the Holy Mount Bor Omisake, where the Grand Kiltias Anastasis lives, and when we go there with our princess and the relic that proves that we are of royal blood, he could restore our kingdom, claim it back. And our plan is to restore the kingdom and then join peace with the empire that conquered us 2 years ago. So the son, the other son of the emperor, doesn't have a reason to go to war anymore because he wants to go to war. He wants to take over the entire world. Right, a root village, more shopping. We're gonna sell the crossbow, the short bow, the diamond armlet. We gonna buy the shielded armor. We gonna buy a few Nukai Sands, and we gonna buy a Suna. Alright. So yeah, we're trying to reclaim our kingdom now and try to save the world, basically. But on our way, we have some problems. On our way to Buramise, we just had that blue barrier, where we said the wood won't let us past. The wood says, like, no. And that's because the Viera living here and other things happening. That the wood is just like, nope, you're not going past. You need some consent from the Viera first.
Yeah, there's a specific item they have to bless you with in order to pass through the gate.
Promise they won't be giving it to us. So we're looking now for Fran's sister, who also abandoned the wood and went to some mines. And that is exactly where we're gonna go now. And where also a big part of our grind will happen. Go! Right, so... Boffier out, Pinello in, license, boss... HP 8 and 9. Yeah, there's the death from earlier. It's biting us right now. Swiftness. Give me a sec. Swiftness, HP 6, Headsman, HP 8. That works out. And HP 6, Magic Lore 7. So yeah, we had that one unfortunate death on the boss for 2 characters. They didn't get license points, and that's why boss is a bit short here, sadly. Then Gambit,
Yeah.
boss, we turn off the attack. We tell him
You
to
can always
throw.
just do another trials too.
Okay,
if you
Sands.
really
Oh, I'm only
want
like 10 points short, so that's completely fine.
Yeah.
I'm mostly about 100 ahead at the end, anyways.
Oh,
Because
I didn't know you ended with that much.
Well, I'm killing a lot in Girovagan and Ridorana that I don't need the license points from.
So are
Alright.
you doing it for XP then?
No, really, I'm doing it for the safety because the enemies annoy me. Like the stupid chickens around the brain pads, and just if you have a big group of behemoths behind you, then a few more Boros with that, and then you come to a switch that's just not fun to deal with.
Oh yeah, you're telling me.
So yeah, grinding time. So Fran's sister is in this mine, so we're looking for her, killing some bats. Also, before I forget that in the end, so that thing is at least already taken care of. So I don't have to mind that anymore later. So we're just killing some bats along the way, picking up some items, because this grind right now is mainly for money. Because we'll need a lot of them. With the next shopping we do, we want to sell items and end up in the end on 70,000 gil. Just to compare right now, we're at 3,000. So that's a lot of money we want to get. Ouch. Forgot there's the trap, and then the bat doesn't even come with me.
Yeah, Gil is, unfortunately, I believe in every 12 route, atrociously tight. At least there's money crunches.
Yeah.
Even in the completion categories, you know, it's horrible.
Yeah, which is also gonna be annoying because our main source of money is random, which is this room here. If we press the switch, a bunch of enemies will fall down from the roof, and we'll just kill them for experience and also for the items. Come on, can I get a chain level 3? No. We're not gonna pick these items up. If we pick up items, the chain level up will take longer, and we want a high chain level before we start picking up items. So we'll get more items under the line in the end.
And you'll get more items and better items more often.
So yeah, those enemies also have 4 drops. They have 2 money items they can drop, but also they can drop teleport stones, which we need at least 4, maximum, in best case scenario, 6 of. There's the first one already. There's a float mode already, which I didn't even talk about yet. There's a second teleport. Decent room. 3 teleports, 4 teleports already. Okay, we got the minimum requirements for progress items already, which is nice.
I'm jealous. What is this luck? I'm jealous.
So float mode is an item which will allow us the status effect float, which will grant us that we are immune to earth, and that we'll be able to walk past traps without getting damaged, which in a few situations can really be helpful. And so the minimum requirements we want here in progress items are 4 teleport stones. We need 6 total, but we can buy 2 later if we get 4 at least. And the float mode we'll need at least 1 of to make a boss later easier. The more the merrier though, because there are a few very, very tricky rooms that we don't want to get involved in. That was the third room.
Particularly the hall after Ahriman is the...
Wait, was that the third room or was that the 5th room already? Now I'm off. Safe and sorry. Now the kill count, okay, it's... Yeah, so basically now all we want is the water magicite, or even better, the yellow liquid, because that's worth the most money. We'll need about 50 or 60 of them to actually reach a decent amount of money. So this is the last room of jellies, and then we'll move on to part 2 of this grinding segment, which will move us into a high level area where we're not supposed to be yet. There we're gonna grab 3 items, and then we're gonna do 4 more trials. Just for license points. And money, because we're still gonna pick up the diamond armlet every single time, which is still worth 6,000.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about TZA. Gil technically will never be an issue.
You can
because
get
if you just need to finish a run.
You can get
always get the diamond armlet.
You can get 6,000 gil in a matter of like 40 seconds. So we got 12 teleport stones. So remember, in total we need 6. I could do 2 runs with this.
Wow, what is your luck? I'm jealous.
To be honest, I'm surprised myself, because in recent days, my stone luck was terrible. Barely made the minimum. So yeah, next we're gonna go into the high level area. The problem is those guys are guarding it. Luckily the one guy is afraid of chocobos, so we're just gonna grab a chocobo and he's gonna run away like a little baby.
In my TZA PB, which is not normal for me, my TZA PB, I got 0 teleport stone drops, to give you some example. And Hab just got double the amount needed.
Technically triple, because as I said, 4 is enough to finish the run, because the last 2 you can technically buy off a merchant. But 4 is the minimum you need to get to the end game, basically.
Oh, you can buy them off of,
Dice.
what's his name?
Dice.
Dice. Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the high level area now, and now we're gonna have some RNG to deal with first, because the first item we grab is gonna be a Berserk Bracer, an accessory that will put us into constant Berserk status. Berserk is a status that will grant us 10% attack speed and 15% attack power, if I'm not mistaken right now. And therefore we can't control the character anymore. We'll just be able to, that character will just be able to, to attack. And the other thing we need is the Kiki Ichimonji, which is a katana that we just got there. That is a 20% chance to get from that chest. So getting that first try, always great. We're
Yep.
gonna grab the Thieves' Cuffs, so now we gotta give Balfir the Thieves' Cuffs with double our stealing rate. We're gonna allow you to attack again, and what was the other thing again? Goddamn, I always forget what the second thing was. No, nothing, just attack, okay. Attack on you, we're gonna take our healer out for the stealer, and yeah, now we're just gonna do 4 rounds of trials. Which again, every single trial on floor 3, we have a 6% chance now to get that very overpowered weapon that saves minutes in the end of the run. If we don't get it, of course, it's not the main route. It's one of the nice-to-have items. Also, a few more nice-to-have items that can be found during these trials. So let's see if we get any of these. Because as I said again, for every of these items, I'll donate €2 at the end of the run, and so far we don't have a single one.
And we want Hab to go broke, Kappa.
More trials.
Oh, you know what else I just thought of? The other thing
Longsword,
about Berserk
Mithril Blade, no.
Berserk characters can't get confused. That's an advantage.
True, true.
Because they're already out of their mind.
Chainmail. Chainmail is okay. Chainmail sells for 1100, so that's always nice to have. Can I get a haste gum out? That is a no. Can I get a Baku's wine? Come on, give me a Baku's wine. High potion 500 gil, that's a no. High potion 500 gil, that's a no.
You know, I hear werewolves have the wine. You should ask him to share.
No, although yeah, right, werewolves use the wine as well. The one in trial doesn't have Baku's wine, but he has Berserk Braces available as a 3% steal.
Oh, does he? That's nice.
Which is a nice
Hey,
thing
can
to
I-
have, but only if you get it in the first trial, because then you can save about 10 seconds to go there and grab the chest. But no,
How
there's
much, do you know how much they sell for? 'Cause,
300.
that's just extra bill.
300.
Oh, so they're not even good. Wow. That sucks.
So yeah, let's see. RNG, come on. Second round of trial.
While you're doing trials, I'll BRB.
Next chance. We gonna steal from the flowering cactoid. And we gonna get a longsword, which is not what we want. More fishies. More chickens and a werewolf. Couldn't steal. That's unfortunate. God damn it. So unfortunately we're using fire as our main source of damage right now, and that one chicken there is absorbing fire, so that's always annoying to deal with if the damage dealers can't kill it fast enough. Baku's mine, high potion 500, high potion 500. I'm always getting 2 steals, but never the third right now. Oof. Alright. So yeah, basically sadly no. So basically, just to explain what we're actually doing here right now, we just zone out once to get an autosave, then we use that autosave file to go into the trial mode, and then we load back in, just switching one zone to save what we got. And we're just doing that 4 times, grinding license points here, getting the diamond armlets and other items for money, and eventually getting a few items that will speed up the run. A few just a little bit, and one that can just dramatically speed up the run. And we still have 2 6% chances to get that.
So this weapon that we're trying to go, it has on-hit confuse, I believe? Is that it? And so,
Nope.
obviously, if you can confuse a boss, that is
Well,
really good.
that's only one side of the medal. Like, the confusion will make some of the hardest bosses in the game to kittens, but the other thing is with that our weapon that we have right now on this lance we have on our damage dealer here right now has an attack power of 47. That sword that we would give him right after the segment has 84. Which is a bit more.
Yeah, that's... To give some perspective, I think the strongest sword has like 115 or 120 or something. Close to that?
About right, yeah. Strongest weapon we'll get is the Ultima with the Ultima blade with a 110, I think it was.
Yeah, so.
But that's great sword, not sword, so yeah. Alright, last trial, then we're done with the grind. Now we'll actually continue the game, and this is actually the biggest grinding segment, but not the last. Because the thing is, we'll only get license points in these trials here, but no experience. So we'll have to grind a few more experience from enemies later on 2 separate occasions.
Yeah,
Come on, Lady Luck. Last chance, 6%.
So even though we're kind of high level right now, we're starting to get to the point of enemies are starting to out-level us. And that's kind of bad.
Oh, we already reached that a long time ago. The enemies in the areas where we're currently at are like 25, 26, and we just barely hit 20. So they already do out-level us.
See, I'll be real with you. My mind, I've been doing a lot of OOA practice, so I'm at a much higher level when I get here. So.
All right, grinding segment.
I wasn't thinking in any percent terms.
Grinding segment is over. We sadly did not get any good drops. Whoops, wrong you out. Can I please not you in? Then license boss non-Carcata. We gonna grab great swords free. We gonna grab the battle lore above that. We gonna get the swiftness over here. HP 5 and focus. Get another battle lore over here. Switch and get the swiftness down here. We get spellbound over there. Then we gonna take 2 battle lores down here. And grab Swords 7, which is gonna be the replacement for later. And we'll get some magic and some speed. Serenity. The right magic lore and HP. Accessory 14, Spellbound 13, Fire Raga. After Fire Raga, Katana 4 and 3.
Yeah, Ultima played.
I really gotta rewrite my notes at some point to make them more readable.
To give you guys some idea, because everyone knows about Seitengrat, right? The invisible weapon, the super weapon that's really broken. To give you some perspective of how strong that particular weapon is it has 225 attack power. Hab's weapon is a little bit under 50, I believe you said?
47 is the spear right now, yeah.
And so it's 47. On PC, as far as I know, you cannot manip Seitengrad. So PC any percent is always no Seitengrad. And so this run is completely different compared to what would be PS4 any percent, where you can manip it. And so if you want to see a different type of TZA run, you can look at the PS4 any percent with a Seitengrad. It's actually kind of boring to watch, in my opinion, and I've ran it.
There is a reason
But-
that the Seitengrad is in the community also called the meme bow.
Yeah, but when you start doing like PC runs, you start getting a lot of you get more traditional FF12 tech, even though it is heavily melee. You know, you're not immortal, basically. You can't just walk in and be like, herditor, boom, and it's dead. And it's really cool to actually watch, as as a PS2 runner, watching a PC run, it's a completely different tech. Because on PS2 we use magic as our main source of damage, and here on PC, obviously, you use a little bit of magic, and you can see he's switching over to using melee more so.
God, that menu was terrible. I'm ashamed that I showed you that bad of a menuing right now here. Normally I'm better in this. But yeah, now by now we've just used Fire Off for most of the fights. Now we're just gonna use Berserk and the strong weapon that we just got. The katana we grabbed is about 70 something attack power, so it's a bit over what we currently have. And again, with the red status effect over there, with the Berserk, Ash will attack faster and deal more damage. And on this boss, it's really needed because he casts Reflect on himself, and as I told earlier, Reflect is a status where magic bounces off and targets the person casting the magic. Or the opponent, rather, in that case. Like if he would cast magic on that thing, it would just bounce off and kill us. But yeah, for the next big part, we're just gonna use what we have. We're now just gonna boss rush, basically, for a bit. We're gonna buy a bit of better armor, and then for a good chunk now, we're just gonna boss rush for the next, like, half an hour.
So, where are you gonna get through? Because I would think that's through Bergen, at least. I can't...
We do the boss rush till Sid.
Oh, through
Like-
through Sid 1?
Yep.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
if Karkata normally, we will buy 2 more swords before Sid as a boss. Float modes 5. I mean, I've gotten a lot of float modes, but 5. Jesus.
Ugh.
Again, normally you
No.
you only need 1, and like 3 is the best case scenario. Then you're good for everything. That was annoying.
Yeah, with the extra float modes, you can use them in certain places for safety, but they're not needed per se.
That was annoying. So we
Yeah,
just
Seitengrad, yeah.
we
Sorry,
just
go ahead.
we just strifed through a level 40 area to skip a boss, the most annoying boss of the game, to be honest. Which no one likes to do, neither casual nor speedrun. So we're very happy this little detour exists.
Yeah,
But
Elder
then-
Worm is Elder
Status
Worm likes
effects.
to cast Confuse.
All
and
I'm saying
Sleep
is
and Poison.
status effects. So,
Yeah,
big
it is
shopping, let's
bad.
see if everything works out. As I said, we're gonna have a little shopping here, we're gonna buy some armor, and then we're just gonna boss rush, and at the end of the shopping, we wanna have 70,000 left. So, let's see for that. Gonna sell the buckler so it doesn't annoy me later. Diamond armlets. And the drops there. We got 61 liquids. 99 water magic sites. Not too great in the end. We're a bit short, but that still is in a range where it's acceptable, because I still have some other things that I can sell. Probably gonna pick up the ice shield though, just for safety. Could take the ruby ring, but the ruby ring would be a bit of a detour for more money. So yeah, welcome to the Holy Mountain of Buramise. We haven't talked story in a while. Basically what's about to happen is we reach the guy that's about to give us our kingdom back, but we get told that the Emperor of the Evil Empire is dead. Apparently killed by his right-hand man. In truth, it was his son to claim over. But the thing now is, we were trying to reclaim our kingdom, peace up with the Empire, and prevent a war with a third-party kingdom. Problem now is now that Vayne is the Emperor and he's the evil guy and he wants that war, he wouldn't accept our peace treaty and he would just take back the our kingdom like he did 2 years ago in a blink of an eye. So what we want to do now is we say we need power. We need something to, if we reclaim the kingdom, to defend it with. And we're looking for power. And the holy guy said there is a temple in the south where the Dynast King left a relic. And we're just like, okay, that sounds like something, let's go get that relic.
Yeah, basically it's, hey, you need something else to prove your birthright for me to help you or whatever, you know?
So yeah, next half an hour, the next half an hour will just be boss rush. Little bit of grinding, in between because we will need a few levels in between, but mainly just story push and boss rush.
I mean, you could go farm some Mirror Knights right now, Kappa.
No thanks.
Come on! Swag strats.
Alrighty then. Welcome to the Miriam Still Shrine. Funny little place. We have teleporters that only react if we have the Dawn Shard equipped, which luckily we have. Because Bosch does only benefit from the Dawn Shard. The Dawn Shard as an item gives us plus 20 magic resistance, but therefore sets our max MP to 0 as long as we wear it. But since Bart will never use anything magic-like, we don't care about the 0 MP, and just look at the plus 20 magic resistance. And also, since he is our main party leader, basically the riddle that this place has, that you read the inscriptions here and find out, oh, you have to give the character pressing the button that item, we'll just skip all of that. Which actually has been to a point then when I've been playing that casual for, a bit ago, got me confused why I couldn't progress. So yeah, nothing much to go in this temple. Pretty straightforward. We have a few teleporters that teleport us around in this place. And we have a gigantic sword blocking our path. In order to lift that, we need 3 statues to look at that. We need to turn 3 statues to look at that sword. And one of the statues is guarded by a mini-boss, and that is basically the rest of this area. We also get our second summon here, but as DDG already said earlier, the only summon we're ever gonna use is Belize to open one gate and then never again. Alright, heal me up and go. Also, actually,
While
I'm
you're
just
running around,
noticing something.
shall I book something, or?
You can gladly talk about it. Nothing much to talk. There's just one thing that I've been noticing right now. Did I get a little hiccup earlier on?
I didn't notice anything, at least.
Yes, I did a little hiccup. Okay, like, half an hour ago, I set the game speed to slow so the enemies in that area wouldn't kill me. I actually forgot to put it back up. Which is not really bad, but it's just slow. That is counterclock, and feel free to talk, Graham.
All right. So if you like these kind of events, or if you are a speedrunner yourself, something like that, and you would like to participate in one of them, one of the upcoming events that we're holding is the yearly Marathon BSG Annual. While it's normally held in February, due to the COVID-19 situation, we're not sure whether it can actually be held in person this year. So the exact dates aren't confirmed completely yet, but it will run around the third week of August 2021. You can still submit to the event and select whether you would want to participate in an event, whether it's on-site, online, or both. Like if you don't mind, if for instance if it will be in the Netherlands, you can still come over and run as well. The submissions for BSG Annual close on April 2nd, so just about 1.5-2 weeks to go from here. And I'll post the link in the chat, so we'd like to see your submissions.
Thanks for that reminder anyways. Nearly forgot again that I still have to submit for that.
You're welcome.
But I'll still have to do some testing. I'll try, maybe we'll see it again on Annual. Currently I have one thing that I plan on submitting, really, and that is this game again, but differently, because there is a wonderful, wonderful randomizer for Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, and a troll statue, of course. And I'm currently still working out a decent setting for the randomizer to get consistent runs. But if I can make it work, I'll try to get it into Annual. So yeah, the statues are basically random. They can point in 3 of the 4 directions. We have to point them into the 4th every time. It's random if you have to turn them once, if you have to turn them twice.
And turning it twice is like an 8-second time loss or something?
Yes. The other thing is, even though if the statue moves in times 4 speed, the game does only register its movement in times 1. So even if the statue is fully moved, you still have to wait till it would be fully moved time-wise in Speed X1, which is always a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then we're heading on to our next boss, and it's a pretty cool girl, literally, because it's gonna be the Ice Summon.
Mateus! Woo! Oh, also that boss we just fought was a iron dragon that was man-made. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
What boss are you talking about?
Venuscar.
Who?
if you read the description for Venuscar, it's a iron dragon man-made or whatever. It's so weird.
I personally, Venuscar is the most forgettable boss in the game, and because even you see how quick work I did of her, him, her, it, but even casually, it's just such a quick fight that it's over before you even notice it. So personally, I don't accept this one as a mini boss. Which is also just because my split for that boss is literally just named Who. Because very unmemorable boss. Yeah, that was a bit bad. I tried to grab that elixir in the chest during the fight, because after the fight it's always a bit bad, but yeah, bad things happened. Which isn't exactly great. Also, Pinello ran out of MP, which is a case that only very rarely happens. Oh well.
Oh wow, I've never seen that happen on TZA.
The thing is, normally what the route says to do is to pick up the Sate's Ring in Venuscara's room, which is an accessory that halves the magic costs for castings. But I personally only very rarely run into MP issues during Matoys, so I mostly just keep it on the gold amulet for the extra license points. Which, of course, rarely ends up in being bad decision. Alright, so now we got the Sword of Kings, the relic of the Dynast King, which is described as a blade able to destroy manufactured godly Nephesite. Which is basically the nuke relic that we've been carrying around. We found out there are actually 3 of those, and the other 2 are already in the hands of the evil empire. So we'll definitely take the sword that can destroy it, which really would help. And also it has a 50 attack power, which makes it stronger than our 47 lance right now, and therefore it's gonna be our main weapon for a bit.
And it has a pretty high combo rate too, on top of that. So, in the original PS2 game, you can't break damage limit end of story. But that's why they made the combos, so that way you could do multiple hits off of the same attack. But then on this version, they did break damage limit, so you can actually break damage limit plus combo, and you know, if you ever get that OP, it's stupid.
So, by the way, story time! While we are gone, the evil empire shows up here. Normally, we are very confused because the city is supposed to be in a yacht area, which is an area where airships can't fly in. But somehow, the Imperial forces just flew in here with an airship and destroyed half the city, and one of their generals just killed the holy man that we're having here, so revenge time. This is one of the more annoying boss because the boss has a very high block rate and counters very often. Also, his hits can infuse us with blind, which is just annoying all over. So as you can see, we'll die quite often here, but thanks to Penelo being a decent healer, we'll stand up every time.
He can also block magic. He's one of the few bosses that can do that.
Oh god. What? Really? Wow. I literally... Okay, no, I'm reaching that. Wow, that's the first time. As I said, MP issues I'll never run into, but this was the first time that I actually ran into MP issues here. Oh my god. The other thing is the on-hit blind he has is like a 5% chance, and he just blinded me so often. It was ridiculous.
Oh wow.
To say it in the famous speedrunner line, that never happened before.
Marathon lock.
Alright, going for the henchman again. Now we're going on him.
No, you did it. You did it for
Again, both blinded.
just cause suspense, you know.
Both blinded. What is going on here? Stop blinding me so often. Jesus.
What a bully.
He sure is right now. There we go. Jesus. That were a lot of blinds. Normally I get one blind battle and that's healed off pretty fast, but Jesus, that was brutal.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
The funny thing is, we just had recently we just had a little reroute that I'm not doing in this run, where we only really noticed that he has blind because we used the weapon that has on-hit blind, and we were thinking that if he counters us, that would blind us then, and that's what the first time we actually seen the blind. Because I personally never seen him blind me, and since that route change, since we had that route change, since it was brought up that he can blind me, he's been so blind heavy these days. It's ridiculous. It's like, literally, the game was like, we were like, oh right, he can't blind us, and then wait, he can blind us? Blind, 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 blind. Simply ridiculous. So yeah, next plan. The Holy Man is dead. We won't get our kingdom back so easily. Change of plan, what we want to do. We're gonna head on foot into the Imperial capital and destroy their nuke relics. That's the plan, at least. And it's a long way to go. Why don't we take an airship when we have one? Well, because reasons. There is a joke in the community already about why is Balfir a sky pirate if he literally never uses his airship to get anywhere? Why can't we use the airship anywhere? Like, there is an answer to that. The airship got damaged during the during our captivity there, and with the nuke relic blowing up an entire fleet, our airship got damaged. That's the story behind that, why we can't use that. But they'll take literally like multiple months to fix it. Yeah, don't really think so. So, progress time. Welcome to the Celica Woods. We have 9 Mughals that are supposed to repair the gate to the Pond Coast, which is where we have to go in order to reach our Cadis, the capital of the Empire. But they're on lunch break for like 2 days already, so their boss is like, yeah, if you want to go past, you better find them. So we're gonna go up and give these lazy little monsters kick in the butt to get back to work, so we can progress. Personally, I'm a gigantic Mughal friend in Final Fantasy series, but these 9 Mughals I literally hate because they're wasting our time so much just because they can't read the clock and don't know their lunch break is over for like 2 weeks already. So yeah, we're just grabbing them all, and we're gonna continue. On the Pond Coast, we're gonna do a little change again, because there is a little shopping where we're gonna get better armor again, and a better fire spell. Currently, we only have fire and fire rod, a tier 2 spell, but on the Pond Coast, we'll be able to buy Fire God, tier 3 fire spell, the strongest fire spell in the game. And that's gonna be fun, because with our setup, that'll do about 4,000 damage to every enemy it hits in its AoE range. Which is gonna be great, and once we get that, we're gonna grind a few enemies. Because before we reach the next boss, we wanna hit level 25. And again, as a reminder, we're currently only level 21. We're in a level 35 area, so at least leveling goes fast. But yeah, we're gonna need some levels to survive one of the upcoming bosses, because he's such a troll, has very powerful attacks, and we need the extra strats from the levels to be able to survive him. Open the gate! Alright, gate's open, we can move on to the Pond Coast. Which is one of my favorite areas in the game. Not because it's very special of what happens here, just because it's very idyllic here. Very scenic. It's nice white beaches. Crawling with monsters, given that, but it's such a nice area just from the looks. It's definitely my second favorite area. Oh boy, I'm reading OA and Iris % comparisons in chat. Don't even want to.
I'm not even sorry.
Don't. Yeah, I mean, OA talk is fine, but the moment we switch over to Iris %, I'm just. See, I'm skimming chat a bit. Alrighty, so shopping time. Shopping time. First, I'm gonna sell the ice shield, so I have, so I already have taken care of that. And there we have our 70k. So we're gonna buy magic armor for Ash. Damn it. And I'm gonna buy some Bacchus wines and Firaga. So small setup change. You get the sage ring and the flame staff. You already have the golden amulet. Fyra to Fyraga, and new to ally Ash Cura. This will make that every time Ash also only just has 1 damage, we'll heal her, which is gonna be needed for little thing we got her, because Ash will deal more damage while she's full HP. And did I say 4,000 damage a hit? I meant 6,000.
Only a little different.
How is my luck today these days with instant deaths? There are a few enemies who have like a 5% instant death, and I get at least killed once by it every run these days. This is very annoying.
You know, Tyrant has a 5% chance of instant death. I'm convinced it's like a 50% chance.
Eh. Come on, grab the items. 22.
Oh, so you farm here in Fawn Coast too. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I personally do that, because that way I'll have to kill less and cheetah. Also, MP management will be a bit easier.
Fair enough.
Also, the birds have a chance to drop teleport stones, which is always very nice in case you're a few low, so you might come around having to buy from dice.
Yeah, but you already had so many.
True, but I mean, it's monsters along the way. Why would I go extra ways when they're already there?
So when is Zodiac Spear, Kappa?
Never. Zodiac Spear is in the Zodiac Age is working a bit different. There is no chest where you have a 100% chance to get it. There is one chest in the game which has a 10% chance to get it that we can't get to yet. And the only other way to get it is either on Trial Floor 47 is a monster that has a 3% steal chance for the Zodiac Spear, or by doing the Hunt Club side mission. Those are the only means to acquire a Zodiac Spear in this game.
Yeah, the one in Hen Mines, you have to kill 10 espers in order to even unlock Deep Pen, and that's obviously not going to happen in any percent run. But in this run, we don't. There's, like he said, there's no 100% spare. There's no chests that are linked, where if you open one, you remove the other 4. They removed that in TZA, or in IZJS, which is International Zodiac Job System.
Which is the Japanese version they never brought to us and claimed to be our remake now. Come on, hear me. Right, level up.
So
I'm
then
perfect
they
on
took,
experience route.
They took IZJS and they touched it up. They put it into a different engine, gave it better graphics, and gave us a second job plus different license boards and blah blah blah. And that is what the Zodiac Age is. So there's 5 different versions of this game. There's like the original PS2 versions, Zodiac Job System, Zodiac Age, right? But then there's a difference in the GP original PS2, the English PS2, and the PAL Platinum Hits PS2. Not the PAL Black Label, but the PAL Platinum Hits is different. They fixed underflowing. You can't underflow in that version, which is a very important glitch in the other PS2 categories.
Alright, my favorite boss in the game. Let's hope they be nice. I like Mandy's. Just the idiocy behind these little guys. Also, Fyraga makes quick work of him. Alright, very precise things coming up. We grab in the money chest to the right. We also have a trap that heals our HP there. Then we're gonna up here get a trap, which is very important, that heals our magic points. Without that, the rest of this area would just be hell. or we would need to heal Penelo's MP using an elixir. Also saying the zombies here right now are the last enemies on our list for drops that can save us a bunch of money or time. They have a low chance to drop us a hat named the Hypno Crown, which we'll buy in the second next city for 7,000, but also these zombies can drop them for us. So sadly, RNG has not been nice to me. I haven't made any rare drops yet, or steals that really made a big impact. Last 3 zombies. Dark Magicite.
Yeah, we're to the point where
no. Okay.
Any farming later would be very difficult because enemies are becoming very powerful now.
And those were sadly the last enemies that have good drops that would make a difference. So we didn't get 1 extra drop, which is kind of unfortunate because I am already a little tight on money route, so that really would have helped. But yeah, that also means the donation incentive will end at nothing. Which is a bit sad, but that's how it works sometimes with RNG. Okay, Aramon, very annoying boss. Every few HP he'll just teleport away, make a copy of himself. Multiple copies sometimes, and then he'll just teleport back. The good thing is we're using AoE attacks, so we're killing them all in one hit. And we're having very strong attacks. The bad thing is he has some very annoying status effect. And I have slowly the feeling that something went wrong during my menuing, because Penelo is missing magic front and back. Heal me. Heal me! Don't that! Wait a sec. Did I mess something up there as well? That explains!
So for Ariman, he does divide at 60, 40, and 20% health. The clones have like 700 HP, and eventually he'll come back, but he's basically just a big bully, likes to cast Confuse on you, and if you're casual, you might not know how to spot the real one. Really sucks. But obviously in this route, you can just poke him very hard, and he'll go bye-bye.
So yeah, I'm seeing myself making mistakes front and back. Which of course explains the MP issues here right now, because I'm fairly sure I did not mess up any menus. Therefore I've been staring at them for too long. So yeah, off to the capital.
Well, if we could skip jewels, we could save like 3,500 gil.
So yeah, we're now in the capital, to be precise, in the slums of the capital.
Yeah, old Arcades.
Let's have a look.
This is
So, we need to talk to this guy to get an information that he found a bag of coins in the barrel. Whoops. Then we gonna heal up. And there are guards, of course, that don't let anyone from the slums into the city if they don't have the right paperwork. So we say we have it, because but we of course don't have it. So yeah, now what? And now an old friend.
Goes, well, I don't see none.
And now an old friend of Balfir shows up, an information merchant in this area of town. So he sells us some information if we pay him a bit of money, and he says, bring me some valid information and I'll tell you how to get into the city. And we're like, yeah, we heard from that one guy that he found a bag of coins in a barrel. And then he's like, oh, okay, tell it to that guy and you'll make it into the city. So let's make it to that guy, say it. That's the rightful owner of the bag of coins. He was hiding it in that barrel. So, of course, they're not gonna solve that friendly now. So, fight, 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 fight. And of course, the guards have to go see that as well. So, path's clear, off to the city.
Wouldn't you? Your job's so boring, standing on those steps all day.
I'd probably get fired after like half a day because I wouldn't be standing, I would be sitting on the stairs. Alright, welcome to the Imperial Capital. Since we didn't get the overpowered weapon during the trial section, we will have to buy some better weapons here. Which also is, in the end, in the long term, is gonna save us a bit of time, because we can save one shopping in the next city. Because in the next city we would get one weapon from the weapon shop, but we can already buy that here. So we don't have to go to the weapon shop in the next city for that. We're gonna buy a rune blade for boss, which you can see is a bit more powerful, and we're gonna buy a yakai for Ash, which as you can see is also a bit more powerful. Also, I'm already gonna try to get the license here. I'm probably gonna be a little bit short in the end, but I'm still gonna try. No, wrong. I need it from here. Heavy armor 9. Then great swords 2 for the defender in a bit. Heavy armor 10. And accessory 17 I can't get, of course, because that menu is supposed to be done later. I always just like to do it here already if I get the shopping, and I'll just do the menu with it right away. Which, of course, not always ends up great, especially since we had a few deaths on a few bosses, so we are a bit short on license points. Actually could end up a bit short in the end. Pinello, White Magic 9, Spellbound over here. HP 3, Armor 7 and 8. We get Belias. Ready to summon. We get the battle lore, we get channeling to reduce MP costs, and then we get a bit more speed as well. Then that is done. The new weapons are equipped. Time for a minigame! Because now again we want...
Everyone's gonna have flashbacks.
We want to head into another area of the city, but the cab drivers are a bit of douches about that, because that's like the royal segment of the city. So they want us to have either an item called shop, which is like just like a sign of wealth in this city, or he wants us to pay 1 million gil to him to be able to use the cab, which of course we can't afford. So we pay Jules 2,500 to tell us about shops, and they say that the only thing the people in the city like more than being rich is proving to others that they are rich. So if we help them with a few little errands, they will reward us with chops. The good thing is, in the Zodiac age, they did cut it down. In every other version of the game, you had to get, I don't know anymore, it was 6 or 9. 6 or 8, I just wanted to say. In this version, you only have to get 3. So...
Yeah, you don't even have to leave the first zone.
Wait. Where is my lady? Where is she? Why is she not here? Jesus Christ, I hate it. Where is she? She's not here. Why is she not... There she is. Jesus.
There's, what, 5 or 6 in the first zone, so getting 3 in the first zone is
Where's the
super
gentleman?
easy.
Where's the gentleman? Come on, where is everyone? Everything's messed up.
And yes, chops are RNG on the positioning on the NPCs.
Not much. They're always in the general area. Mostly, but just right now... Ugh.
I mean, they all have specific lines, but they all have multiple lines. So, like, one day they could be all the way near the start of the cab, but the next day they could be, like, halfway down the steps. You know, it's dumb.
So yeah, next part. We reach the capital. We're here to destroy the nuke relics of the enemy, so they can't use it against us. So we're going to the Draglore laboratory, where they are stored, which is basically the secret laboratory of this country, where they produce their weapons of mass destruction and other things.
Because Sid is a very, he's psychotic.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to remember right now. Was that the first game with an evil Sid? I think it was.
Yeah. I think this was the first one with the evil Sid, and there was 2 Sids in this game.
All right, all Sid is also a thing. I always keep forgetting all Sid. So yeah,
He's pretty forgettable.
to say a few things right now that we get out of the background right now. Balthier is coming from Arcadis. The man Sid, or with the full name Sidolphilus or something like that, who is the main head of the laboratory, is his father. And he knows a lot about this place, but he ran away because his father had expectations of him that he didn't want to do, so instead he ran away.
Was a judge, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a judge at one point, but
And
then
so
he ran
he
away.
was just like,
Also,
screw this, I'm out.
also happy nearly 10 in the morning.
Woo, and happy 2 a.m. for
Come on,
American
come on.
West Coast.
Sorry for the lighting, but that just is a thing that I can't deal with. It's always around this time, and I teleported to the wrong floor. It's always around that time that the sun is exactly in the angle that it goes right into my eyes.
Excuses. You should know this game well enough to run it blindfolded.
Come on. Yeah,
Something
sadly, I just teleported to the wrong area. And fine, I'll hydrate. I got downtime anyway right now. These elevators are actually my hydration downtime mostly.
It seems like Sid isn't the only evil person this time. It's now an evil hub as well.
Oh no. Oh no, Marcus.
I mean, I could try to... Nah, that doesn't exactly work, going a bit back further. So yeah, as you can see, dead bodies everywhere. Dead bodies everywhere, or at least wounded bodies. They had a visitor just before now, and now they're going on lockdown, which means they'll close the gates. Luckily, as speedrunners, we are smart enough to know how their gates work. They have 2 gates, blues and reds. They have consoles to open and close them. The moment you close the one color, the other color opens. And we'll just use that to go on. Will I get the elevator? Come on. These guards can sometimes be so annoying. And I'm very surprised I didn't get the elevator. Sometimes the elevator comes down so you can't use it with more soldiers. So... yeah, I'm actually surprised that just not happened.
God.
Come on.
Hearing that ting, and then you just have to wait for them to come out of the elevator. Sucks
The best part
so
is they
bad.
never come out of the elevator. For some reason, they always learn how to do spells or anything to just stay inside the elevator to annoy you even more. And only the ones that coming from the elevators. So we're just gonna run around, making our way to the top floor. Hope not to die. The second I say it, nearly dies. Nice. Oh, he would have been the finishing blow, but too bad you're frozen in time.
Well, the other really good thing about TZA, particularly, is that if something were to go catastrophically sideways,
Autosave. As seen before with the one boss that went completely disastrous. We did make use of that already.
Yep. It is not a thing on PS2, unfortunately, but
the other thing that's a bit also the hardest part of this segment now, there is gonna come a group of like 5-6 men, and I'm not like Neil's HP, they're gonna kill me.
do you have a warp mode?
Oh boy, we're doing this game again.
I mean, if you have a warp mode, you can just throw the warp.
I had it! I freaking had it. Okay. This is like the most evil room in the entire game. Because they just throw 5-6 enemies at you that have instant attacks that don't need any charge time. And if they use them, then oh boy.
Yeah, and instant attacks go instantly, obviously, as the name implies. But that works even if you're on, like, battle speed slowest. They have a charge time of 0. They just go.
Why does she have to... Oh yeah, right, I just bought the katana, right. Sage ring off, you get the sage ring. Alright, time to meet Sid and his little funny toys.
The rooks!
1 round of Fire Raga, 2 rounds of Fire Raga. Now he's casting Reflect, so my fire spells wouldn't be effective anymore, so now we're switching to physical. But we did already deal a good number on these machines. Let's see if I can get the treasures before. Nice.
Always hiding behind your toys.
Pity if anything were to happen to them. So yeah, Sid is immune to all damage. Unless, because his robots protect him. So what we're doing here is literally just we're waiting for them to chip down on the robots, kill the robots, so we can kill Sid. Never seen the robots go that right. What the frick? The robots just went completely nuts. Never seen that before. Cinematic attacks! Woo! Farewell! We will hope to see as few as possible later on the game.
Yeah, it's,
Because they are
pretty
annoying.
Wonka right now.
They are
They're
annoying.
already
They are very rarely dangerous, but they're always annoying because they're always taking forever.
Yeah, particularly once you reach Pharaohs, those big moves that they start doing is very just devastating.
My current PB could have been world record if 2 free bosses would have been more generous with the cinematics. Alright, we got rescued by another sky pirate who was also infiltrating the laboratory. Sid escaped with the 2 nuke relics, said he'll go to Girovagan. Follow me if you dare. I don't know why I did make the Judge voice for that.
I mean, that kind of worked for Sid.
True. So, we have it the last big city of the game here. So we're doing the last big menu and shopping of the game here. After that, everything is just gonna be minor. We're gonna be selling stuff that we don't need, including weaker weapons, armor, everything of items that we collected over the past few fights. The thieves' cuffs can go. Everything that's of worth here can go. I have multiple of. Quality pelts. Anything else good? Crookfangs. Still had Crookfangs. Nice. Alright. Hypno Crown. Jargon. Giant's Helm. Carabiner Mail. I hate this room so much. Because sometimes for speed I always get lost here. Alright, sell for 18k. I still have 18k. Wow, I'm ahead of Money Route. That is amazing. Because I still have all the armor pieces now to sell.
Was bad for fights, but amazing for money.
Yeah. So I'm gonna buy X potions because I will need them this run. I need 21 X potions.
Can you buy a serum? Do those sell here?
Don't think so. Kiraja.
I just wasn't sure if they actually changed
Gambit.
it. because,
Sands to Tears I won't. And 50 Cura to Kiraja. So yeah, maybe as a side note, as a fun fact, I just last week got a massive PB in this game to put me under the 3-hour mark, which I actually was a bit concerned about because I have a 3-hour 15 estimate. But the run is actually going poorly, and I'm very happy that I put the estimate so high because as of right now, I'm 10 minutes behind PB. So I'm about on a 3:10 pace, which makes me at least a bit happy that I wasn't miles off with the estimate. On the other hand, of course, it annoys me because again, just a few days ago I got a massive PB. And we will probably lose a bit more time because my PB had that overpowered weapon, which will save, especially on the next 2 or 3 splits, saves massive time. So we'll see. Maybe if things go bad, I actually end up underestimate. Right, I always forget these the traps here. Always wanna buff up with float mode before, but I always forget that if I go into the zone it already starts. Doesn't matter, I didn't get the damage traps, I only got the status effect traps.
Lucky.
I mean, even if boss should always survive. Alright, so we're going to Giravegan, the ancient city of legends.
The edge of the world.
Nah, that's later, that's Pharaoh's. Boss uses the Bakus, and we throw a haste gun. So next boss has an interesting mechanic. This boss has an anti-magic field. So, as you can see, my MP are already empty. Okay, it doesn't automatically fall up, damn it. So, yeah, our MP are just gonna get drained and we're not gonna have anything. So we're just gonna let those two hit everything and it's gonna be fine. And because we don't have any MP to heal anymore, we can't just press on like that. So we're gonna heal up quickly and then we're gonna move on to the last grinding section of the game. Before we reach the next boss, we need to get to level 28. If we are not level 28, there's a high chance for the boss to murder us. So these areas these monsters here are very annoying to deal with, so we're just gonna skip them, and now we're just gonna set up to farm mode again, and we're gonna kill everything we see in the hopes of getting enough levels in time. There are 2 items in the next 2 areas that we gotta pick up. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go west. Okay.
Mirror Knights are thankfully pretty easy to farm. They like to cast.
They are, but that's the thing. Our main farming method is using Firaga. So as the name says, Mirror Knights, they mirror our spells. Love to do that, and therefore they're very annoying to deal with our current setups. Because we couldn't because we would just kill ourselves.
Yeah. When you first run up to them, there's a really good chance they just like reflect, you know.
Right,
So if you're gonna be casting magic on them, you're gonna be feeling that magic back real quick.
So let's hope for good RNG with the temples here. I need the temple to show me the way south. Thank you.
Oh, so okay, I had misheard you. So you do the mantises, okay?
Defender. So these temples are basically you watch into one direction and you'll see an illusion of a oasis, and that's the pointer to show you're supposed to go in that direction. There are like 3 or 4 different paths you can get with these. And in the case right now, going south is the best. Because we need an item that's down there, and so it's great that it didn't send us northeast, but instead northwest. So instead send us southeast directly to the item. So we got the levels.
Oh, and our one use for Belias coming up.
Yeah, the one summon we do. Actually, going on the right character might be an idea.
That is actually required. The one and only required summon.
And open the gate. Will that be anything? Yes, Belias, do you need me to kill monsters? You know what? We'll call you. They'll never call me.
Oh, me.
One more thing to do that I didn't get done last round. We're gonna give you accessory 17, then equip, optimize, and Berserk Bracers. Also nearly forgot you get the bubble belt, so now Boss is actually tanky. Because the bubble belt is an accessory that I just gave him that that gives status effect bubble, which doubles the max HP of the person wearing it.
Well, more accurately, it doubles your current HP.
Max HP.
Yeah,
Hastegar
allows you to
and
bump to double,
Bakus. And let's
But
see
it's
if I
not
can still do
permanent.
this fight. This is this is one of the harder fights in the game if you don't have the Karkata. Because this enemy is a pushover if you have the Karkata. If you can just confuse loop him into death. What we do here now is we try to AT... Ah, crap. Failed. Failed completely. Actually, what am I doing here? Just reset. So that enemy is very, very strong, and what we try is we try to use an item to delay his attack, so he attacks later, and we have more time to kill him. But this is a thing that I only, at these days, very rarely do, because normally I have the Karkata fairly regularly these days. So I'm not very practiced in this, and yeah, that ends like that, as you could just see. Which is very annoying. Timing for that is actually rather tight. The idea is literally just that we use the holy mode that we found in Sid's boss arena. That has a gigantic animation, and during that animation, no other attack animations can start. So what we try to do is literally just that when he charges a certain attack, trying to delay it. So we have more time to hit him before he goes complete nuts. So we'll always do haste, then Darkra, then Tremor. And after Tremor, he'll do Ice Break. And that's the attack we want to delay. Which is gonna get clutch now, because I think I'm a bit late. Yeah. Come on, boss, you can do it. Oh boy. You're not being like that right now, are you? This is really, really bad. This is really, really bad. Especially because the last autosave is here, not after the teleport, so I always will have to do the menu again. Can we please stop dying? That'll be amazing. Berserk Bracers, Bubble Belt. Focus. As I said, one of the worst enemies in the game, one of the worst battles in the game. If you have the Karkata with the Confusion, you literally just go in there and hit him till he's dead. Nothing to it. Darkra. Tremor. Holy Moat. Why is he going so berserk today? This is really embarrassing at this point. And really bad for the estimate.
It's okay, you got it.
Well, mostly it's just annoying me at this point. Because I have been there that I needed 2-3 tries when I haven't done it in a while, but this long, ooh, that never has been the case. Come on!
While you focus on this, I can just do a few shoutouts if you want.
Sure!
Alright. You can consider using your free monthly game priming subscription, or Prime Gaming subscription, right here on the ESA channel. You will get access to all the ESA emotes, as well as several BSG emotes, and you get support both of the events, so that's a great thing to do. And if you're liking events like this, there's another event coming up shortly, which is UKSG. UKSG is an event that's normally held in Glasgow, running 4 times a year and supporting Crisis. But also due to the COVID-19 situation, they're also doing their events online. So we would also like to remind you that aside from BSG events and their own marathons, ESA does host many more other events across Europe, including the UKSG, Hackathon, and more. So be sure to drop a follow to see whenever something is live.
That took way too long. I've seen a question.
Just have to focus.
Yeah, I've seen in chat the question: why can't I just save at the crystal? It would be a thing, but in general, it never took me that long. So, in general, it would take longer to do the save than just doing that, because normally it would only be 1 or 2 attempts. Also, normally we do that menu earlier. It was just that I did the menu even earlier than we're supposed to do it, and therefore still had to do it. At least the license. The equipment is fast, the license was the annoying part. So yeah, Gyrovagan. A lot of annoying enemies, but there is one thing that I am hoping for. These flying enemies here, the gargoyles or whatever they're called again, have an attack that can infuse us with a status effect called Stop. Stop will make that we can't move anymore, we can't do anything anymore. That person will literally be stopped. We have items to heal that, but a thing that I personally like to do is a glitch that's it's a little glitch that's always been in the game and also in the original version. That is, if you have a character that is on the other side of the map, basically, and you switch to him and switch back to your characters, all the enemies around your character will get despawned. So if one of these things will actually inflict us with Stop, I'll gladly showcase that. Normally we would gambit to use a healing item for that, but as I said, I personally like to just do that. Because you can just run through here in theory, but it can be really, really painful. Because some of these enemies are just more than annoying. And we actually did get a stop. Low, let's go. So the showcase, over here, monster's gone. Over here, monster's gone. Okay, here not, because Ash is actually too close to these enemies right now. Over here, monster's gone. Makes it easier to deal with these things. Especially the Malboros, the tentacle monsters here can ruin your run badly if they go bad. Alright, alright. The extra menu that I normally never even do anymore. Because the next boss is annoying if you don't have confusion. We'll get Gambit 30 was over here, over there, right? We get a few more battle lores. One more to be precise. Ash gets. Am I stupid right now? Wait a sec. Oh, am I confusing myself right now? Yes, I am. Oh, Penelo get... Yeah, okay, that explains. Katana 5. No, wait. Why am I looking at the wrong direction? Okay, Ash is HP 11. Okay, good. Can I stop being so bad today? Alright. I really have to rework my notes at some point to make them easier to read. Sometimes I just get lost between the lines. There. Alright, next boss. Another very, very annoying boss, as I said, if you don't have the confusion, because he hits very, very hard. Which is why we bought the extra healing items, so Penelo doesn't have to do all the healing by herself. So let's get started over here. Start, like always, just hit him. And about half health he starts to go crazy. Am I messing up things again? Yes, I did. Jesus. Why do I keep messing things up with my gambits? Explains a lot, actually. Explains a lot. Today is not my day. Not focused enough. Just woke up. Before the run, likely. Come on. Die already. There we go. Alright, with that, luckily most of the annoying bosses are out of the way. There is one boss with a little bit of RNG left, and the rest is... Well, no, never mind. There is one more annoying boss coming up later. But yeah, welcome to Casual Hell. Great Crystal. The enemies here have very annoying status effects. There is no map for the game. As you can see, I have the mini-map open, basically. In the middle of the screen, it's just like a little rock. That's all the map you get. And it's just very confusing all in all. If you don't have a map on this one, then I feel sorry for you. Come on, press it. The first part actually is still quite okay, because it's not that big, but there is the second part, the high level part, with 2 super bosses in it. If you get lost there, even if you have a map for that, if you get lost on your map just for 1 second, it's over. You're done for. Could you please? Thank you. This area is Casual Hell. Luckily for the speedrun, it's pretty straightforward. It's always the same path, and we only have to do the small areas. No Hellblaster. Go away. And then we have, when we're out of here, we have one more boss, and then we're already going into the last dungeon of the game. Which is also my totally favorite area of the game. I love the Lighthouse of Ridorana, or the Pharaohs of Ridorana. It's an amazing area. It's always a great fun to play through that. At least for the way up. The way down is hell. Alright, one more boss. heading into the final areas. This boss is very annoying because this boss has very strong magic attacks that can literally just one-shot me. Also a very annoying status effect. Come on, die already. Die already! Jesus Christ, always annoying, this boss. Always
That
annoying.
looked really scary.
It's not really. He is fairly safe because he does not have any area of effect attacks. He only has single targets, which are fairly easy to heal off in the end. But it's always annoying if he gets into a loop of killing and reviving, that we always have one person only hitting, the other two caring for reviving all the time. That's a bit annoying, and in fact it was in this case a bit scary because it took so long. We nearly ran out of MP, which would have been bad. But it worked out, enemy's dead, everything's fine. So yeah, one last shopping. We're gonna buy one weapon and a few backup Phoenix Downs, just in case. And then we just have a ginormous dungeon with 4 or 5 boss battles? 6? Come on. And then, yeah, the final boss rush of like 8 bosses fairly quick to the end. Of those are only 4 the final bosses, but since we do it all in one go anyways after the final dungeon, we don't go grind and do extra stuff anymore. It will be like 7 or 8 bosses in a row. With one of them still being annoying, the rest is fairly okay. But yeah, last bit of shopping. We're gonna sell everything we don't need, and we already have more than enough money here. Just in case. There we go. We're gonna buy a few more Phoenix Downs. 15, yeah, I always like to have about around 30, just for safety. Not just the PS4, every of the remake version. PC, Xbox, PS4, Switch. Wind Katana, and we're done. Now it's literally just the final dungeon and a lot of boss rushes. Plus a little menuing here and there for the strongest equip we can get. Because we will get another weapon and armor upgrade. We will get the second strongest katana and the second strongest greatsword in the game in the final dungeon, which we gladly take and gladly abuse for the final fights. Now, Redis. Let's see if I still remember that. Where is he? There. 1 to 5, highest, last to highest level attack, Ally Pinello Apical Herbs. Yes, yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is gone. Highest level attack. Echo Herbs to Pinello. And Pinello that to Serum. Then... Did I miss anything? No. The weapon equips later, then that's fine. Oh wait, no. The healing. The healing. From Ash to 70%. Now we good. Alright, so we just got the message that our airship is finally repaired, so we can fly in our airship again. Which we'll do 2 times, because these places are not reachable by any means but airship. But imagine we would have had that earlier. We could have skipped so much running if we could just fly to the places. But yeah, off to the last dungeon in the game. One of my favorite areas. Let's see how that goes. Just hope the second boss in front of us is not gonna troll me like in my PB attempt, in my PB last week. Because we're basically abusing a hidden mechanic, but it's only a certain % chance that it actually works. Problem is if it doesn't, then we'll have to wait a minute to be able to kill the boss. Alrighty, let's go. Domain, Bakus, and Hastega. Already starting strong with the sap on everyone. There was the one attack that I'm always afraid of. That removes our entire MP. This is going dark. I don't like when it goes dark. What is it with my boss luck today? This is not supposed to be a boss that gives me trouble. RNG really has something against me today. Domain.
You got it. It just went south really quickly. You got it.
Bakus and Hastega. That boss is just annoying because he has some status effects that really can screw you over, including an attack that just evaporates all MP of all your party members. And yeah, the status attacks. There we go. That's so much better already. There he gets the curse again, but only hits one character instead of all four. And it's already so much better. Easy fight. That's no problem with this boss.
The previous attempt did not happen. You did not see anything.
So yeah, final dungeon. Awesome area in my opinion. We have a lighthouse filled with fiends and traps and bosses. It's 100 floors high. We see the floor count on the right. We'll have a bunch of bosses in between. And let's hope we'll have a good time. Stage 1. To unlock the boss, we need to activate 3 altars. For each of these altars, we need a pearl or orb, which we get from any monster. If it dies, it drops one. We just gotta pick them up before they despawn again. And we just gotta hand them in. Done. Nothing more to it for phase 1. And it's literally just go to the boss, kill him. The boss, on the other hand, now has a very interesting mechanic. The boss has a barrier. A barrier he pulls up when he's about half health. This barrier will make him invulnerable to any kind of damage for a minute. There is a way around it though. With the spell Arise, which is basically a Rise Plus, which just revives the character with full HP instead of with half. If we cast that on a person that has a barrier, there is an X% chance that the barrier drops. Our guest Redis actually also has that skill, and enough MP to cast it 4 times. So, in most runs it should at least at the 3rd attempt, the barrier should fall. still saving you about 30 seconds. But yeah, there is still also the chance that it always fails, and then you just have to wait a minute till the barrier drops. So let's see if I get the barrier drop or not. It's fairly uncommon that you don't get the barrier drop, but just as it happened in my very last run, and considering how the run been today to me, guess we'll see in a minute. Oh boy, stone. Alright, into the boss arena. Number 1, the turtle. Switch over here. You get a Bacchus wine. And say hi to Pandemonium. There's the perfect defense. Let's hope it drops. Did not drop. There it dropped. Second try, that's good. Good. A rough fight, but we made it through. Oh, Lena Lee Luna in chat just asked a very good question. The question is, will we see Tower again? So, one of the last one of the last bosses in the game has a little area before it for the elevator, where a rare game with a 10% chance can spawn named Tower. He's very annoying to deal with, and actually for a funny thing, I haven't seen him in a run once since the Corona pandemic started. I, for fun, already say the virus got him, but yeah. We turn off this, we turn off that. Even though I know Corona's not a funny matter, but if it hits an enemy that I don't like, I mean, in a video game, it's not a bad thing, I guess. Forget that I said anything if it got awkward. Anyways, next part. Part 2 of the tower is a bit more annoying. We have a lot of paths here that are broken. They are filled with holes. What are we going to do against those holes? We're gonna fill them with the spirits of our killed enemies. That a joke? No, I meant that literal. These green boys here are the brain pants. They're annoying to deal with, because they have a variety of annoying attacks, and whenever one of them dies, magic stones appear and make us a path. We need to kill X amount of them for every time we want to build a bridge. So we gotta kill X amount of them every time to make a bridge. Kill as many as you can, kill all you see. They always are fairly on the same spawns. Also a better helmet to pick up. One more, then the next bridge is full, and the last one is here. Move. And we go. Next section. Let's see. Chickens go away, chickens go away, chickens didn't go away. Ash, come here. Don't hit the chickens, Ash. Hit the stupid head thingies. Kill them! Kill them all! So on a later segment, they'll introduce their counterparts, which are, I don't know the name of them right now anymore, because I haven't dealt with them in a while, which is basically the same enemy, just in red. And they work as a counterpart. They also have bridges where you just need a lot of red heads to build the bridge. But whenever you have a green bridge started and kill a red head, a piece of the bridge that you constructed so far will be removed again. So you want to be very careful to just either kill red ones or kill green ones. In our case, we just want to kill green ones, because the green ones is story progression and dungeon progression, while the red ones only lead to powerful items that we don't have any use for anyways. They're not for our classes. One more head over here.
While you're killing these, shall I just shout out a little bit?
Sure, we got time.
Alright. Alright, did you know that BSG actually supports small community events as well? You can see these events on our own Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/BSG_marathon. And these are events like the Harvest Moon Marathon and the Colin McRaeathon. And speaking of the Colin McRaeathon, it's currently set for the 17th and 18th of April, and the submissions are still open for another week. So if you have any racing games that you would want to show off, make sure to check out the McRaeathon.
What is going on here right now? Enemies that never been a threat suddenly turning up, killing me nearly. This run's cursed, to some extent. Alright, I need 10 heads here. Now I gotta run in a circle till kill 10 heads total for the next bridge, and then we're standing in front of the next boss. And from then on, the pacing of this tower will go up by a lot. Like, currently, it's not going very fast because progression here is not exactly great right now, but it will be in a moment. Because in a moment, the only thing we'll have left to do is literally just walk. No fighting, no nothing. Picking up a few items along the way, and that's it. Also, I completely lost count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Sorry if you're getting dizzy, I'm running in circles to refresh my MP a bit because they're getting low right now. 8, 9, and 10. Alright, the path is open, the bridge is open, we have one more brain... Actually, no, we have one more brain pan section. We gotta kill 3 more for the final bridge. And then we're done here. Good thing is we have 2 at the very start of the area, and we have 1 right next to the bridge that we need to build, so we can just walk past everything, don't give a damn. Please chickens respawn. No. Didn't retreat or respawn. Whee! Alright. Off to the next boss! That was a terrible brain pan section. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Alrighty, so... Next part. We got 2 more chests to grab, a little bit of money here. No license, just a re-equipping stuff. Okay, so grab this, grab that, equip, optimum, optimum, optimum. We give you the flame staff and the bangle because we don't want you as samurai right now, and we go in. Who wants some sushi? No one? Good, because we just have grilled fish. He is very weak to fire. As you can see, we're doing like upwards of 10,000 damage with 1 fire spell. Easy boss, easy life. There is a way to even double that damage with a status effect called Oil, but since he dies so fast anyway, it wouldn't be worth the detour and the licensing to get that. He's just dead. Alright, we got the orb section, we got the brain pan section. Third section, which is the most funny one, I think, is the altar section. We have 4 altars around the circle here right now. Each of them seal away an ability, either the attack command, magics, spells, items. This one seals our minimap. The fun thing is, with the Zodiac Age, there is another minimap they marked in, which I still like to call a Medimap, which you might have seen on the middle of my screen a few times already. The funny thing is, that one doesn't get sealed away, so I still have a map even though my map is sealed away. Which makes this one really obsolete. Even in the normal version, when you don't have that map, it's still the easiest thing to do, because you would explore and run around anyways, and you can still press select to open a big map at any time to see where you are. But this just makes this even more free. Second is the other side, and the third is on the opposite side. And it's time for my terrible joke that I make every single run. No matter if I have viewers or not, no matter if anyone heard it before or not, I'm legally binded to do it every run. Let's say it that way. Okay, we're going over here. Knock knock, who's there? Not this wall. So yeah, this area is filled with jokester walls, which you can just go towards, hit them, and they disappear. Because they're just illusions. Alright, so we had a dragon made out of maggots, we had a turtle made out of rock, we had a fish that got fried. What do we have next to kill? What do we have next to kill? How about a little kitty cat? I feel like killing a little kitty cat. Or maybe a big kitty cat. Alright, we have a few things to do here before right now. We're gonna domain. And we gonna Baku's Wine Boss. Then we're gonna switch the entire party out and take Balfear in. We're gonna do a little licensing. Pre-Fenrir, Ash, Katana, 5 I already got, HP 10 I can still get. And Penelo gets that mist and also HP. Extra HP never hurt. Then equipment, optimize, Berserk Bracers, optimize. And let's go in for a kitty cat. This kitty cat is a very naughty kitty cat. Also, I forgot 2 things that are actually very important right now that I still gotta fix. Hi, kitty cat. Just kill the entire party, why won't you? Gambits, Penelo, we gotta turn on the healing and the dispelling. Say hi to the kitty cat. With the big fat sword. This is this game's very own Fenrir. And we hope he will leave me in peace enough to kill him without any bigger trouble. Good fight. Alrighty. Next up. We gonna get a very powerful armor piece. And the second best great sword of the game. We already picked up the second best katana just before that boss, and it is already equipped on our user. So yeah, let's see for the rest. We get our knowledge back, and with our knowledge comes the elevator. Off to floor 67, and I'm sad to disappoint anyone who maybe has been looking at the floor counter on the right a bit more actively. Sadly, we will not see floor 69 because we'll just teleport right now from 67. We're gonna teleport to floor 70. We have the last part, the teleporter madness. We'll have different colored teleporters. Oh, 80 even. My mistake. We have different colored teleporters. One is correct, the others are fake. If we take the fake ones too often, they'll teleport us into a trap room. And there are bombs. And more walls to hit. So, we're nearing the end. We're nearing the end. My PB ended 3 minutes ago, so just to put in constellation how bad this is right now. Can I get a heal, please? Thank you. Could you please not kill yourself, Penelo? That'll be great. I mean, she didn't kill herself, she only half-healthed her. Next one, get the Ultima Blade, and we get on going. Alright! Ultima Blade. And we're heading into the final boss rush. From now on, it'll be just 4, 5, 6, 7 bosses in a row. And then we're at the end. We have a little bit of walking in between. But that is the end. So what we're gonna do is optimize, optimize, optimize. We're gonna give you the Amine Murakumo, which is weaker but has wind damage, which the next boss is weak against. And then we gonna buff up with Domain, and Baku's. Followed by a float mode. Let's see. 10% chance for tower. Does he show up or not? Nope, no tower. Normally he'd be standing right there and annoy me. But he's not there. Alright, 7 bosses, boss rush. We're in for a fun time. We're in for a fun time. Next section is fairly easy though. So always remember to stay hydrated. Alright, so Lion time. It's the second to last summon we'll obtain. The second to last summon, yeah, it's the second to last. There is one more a little bit further up. He's the summon of the Earth element, and this attack is very, very bad because it also can inflict some bad status effects. But since we're floating, we don't give a damn. Alright, heal before as well. That fight was slow though. It could be that I'm not happy with the upcoming fight. Let's have a look. Are my buffs still up? Or was that just a float in the end? That'll be the question right now. Yeah, no, buffs are gone. Sad. Very sad. We're gonna put Bosch out of the party. We're gonna give her her magic again. So the thing is, we're taking Bosch out because the next boss, when we have when he's half health, we'll have a cutscene. This cutscene will be significantly longer when Bosch is in our party, which of course we do not want to happen. Also, if Bosch still has his buffs, there is a chance to skip the cinematic of the boss with a bit of luck, but since his buffs just ran out because the fight was rather slow, we're probably gonna see his guilt or innocence, don't know which one it was again this fight. By the way, question that I've been asking for a while by now, is DDG back or is she just quiet the whole time right now?
She had to step out due to a migraine.
Ah, that's sad to hear. Well, I mean, for the rest, I've been doing fine most of the run. I just like to have a co-commentary for the case I actually do have to focus on some parts.
Ah, you had some bad luck as well, it happens.
But, well. Hope the next few runners will be able to fix it out while maybe getting some PBs. I mean, I've not been watching much the weekend because I had other things to do, sadly. But I've heard about some PBs and world records already happening, so who knows, maybe we find a few more of that, huh? Definitely wish the rest of the runners that have to go on today best of luck. Better RNG. I think I've just took the entire bad RNG for the entire BSG day, so no runner after me today will have bad RNG.
I'm pretty sure as well.
Alright, so, story-wise, Redos killed himself trying to save him, Sid died, big amounts of energy got unleashed, firing up a battleship from the Empire now. With that, they want to conquer the world. Vayne, the main bad guy that we only seen in a few cutscenes by now, but not because we skipped them all, is commanding it in person. So our attempt is we go down there and we go in there now and we just take him out and problem solved, the world saved. Because then Larsa becomes the Emperor, and Larsa is a good boy. He's a good boy. So yeah, we have a little bit of more walking left than 4 boss battles in a row. We will see Gabranth, the judge guy that we had in the tower right now before Sid. We will see him again. And he will be actually a pain, because he can go very bad very fast if he wants to. And then we will have just to deal with the main bad guy. So, final dungeon. Let's get going. I still hope I'm getting fast cycle. I will go a bit risky here and personally said to go for fast cycle to make up a little bit maybe. Which in general isn't bad. Like, what I'm supposed to do between 2 bosses, I'm gonna move out 2 of my party members to have them not cool down their buffs any further during an elevator ride. In the hopes that their buffs will last enough for the next 2 bosses. Problem is with that, when our white mage will be the first one to be targeted, which could end potentially bad. So, I'll definitely need a... where is it? Chronos here, because the slow is not doable. Then... Domain... Bakus... And... Optimal... Berserk Bracers. Let's get started. Last 4 bosses, off we go. Off to save the world. Bronze again, he will mainly focus boss, but he's not quite as tanky, especially because I have stronger enemies. The hard part is after his cutscene here. After his cutscene, he will use a spell on himself named Renew, which will completely heal him full again, and after that he'll buff up to take less damage. There is a little thing though that we can use against that, because we still have a Reflect Gumbo that we're just gonna get at him, and now instead of healing himself, he'll heal us fully. So he stays still at low health, we don't have to deal with that. And we can just finish him off in peace now. And we get a slow ending, oh boy, please. Okay, no one died, that's at least decent, no one died in the end. Fast heal, please. Let's hope the buffs will be enough for the next 2 bosses. Alright, final 3 bosses. One of them is actually scary. And the other thing is auto-saving for the final bosses is bad. Because if you die in one of the first 3, you'll be set before the first one again. Before the one we just fought. Due to autosaves. We only get an autosave before the last one again. And that seems to work out. Sadly, the buffs run out early. Forfeit and your insurgents with them. Stop talking. The Moscow will gain no order. Stop talking. For good and all, I shall bring your futile attempts at rebellion to an end. Can you please stop talking? The most annoying part about this guy is he has so many cinematics and a cutscene for the first and second phase when he's half health. Which is just very annoying. Also, I just remembered 2 more things that I almost forgot again. Highest level and the Karaja to 70. Very slow fight, Jesus. This is not fun. Oh no, he smashed my TV. Great, now I gotta buy a new one. Oh boy. Oh boy! Okay. This isn't particularly great. Okay, it works out though. First one done, off to the second one. He buffs up, he gets mythical powers, and he summons a few swords that are here to protect him, help him. That are very annoying. Eh. And he even gets off a cinematic. Jesus, this is bad. Please on boss. This one is a single target. Please be on boss. Die! Oh, it's on Gabronth. That's even better. Oh yeah, Larsa helped us with the first fight, and Gabronth is here to help us with the second. Evil East will do a new dynasty king, and man will keep his own history. Stop talking! New thoughts descended. Stop talking! Red puppets no more. Stop talking! The freedom for which we have long is at hand, and now he finally stops talking. Alright, now after the cutscene, there are a few preparations that I still need to do, because I need bubble on all characters, else they'll die. Oh boy! This could be bad. This could be bad. Because this attack is the exact reason why we want to buff up with double our HP. This could be really bad. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Heal up. Good. Running a bit in circles. Get HP, get MP. This could get close. Where is there? Nope, didn't work anymore. Dance in the sky, unleash your cold fury. I will wield you. I will shatter on those planes. Make them as dust. Alright, come on. Just hit him a few more times. There we go. Final phase. Where he, funny enough, is named Undying. So let's kill the Undying. Why won't we? Alright, we did get a pretty hefty hit there in the end, which could be bad. So I'm gonna do slow. Oh boy. Yeah, this is very bad. Barkus Bosch. Haste Guard. Crap. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. The good thing is, as I said before him there's another autosave. This potentially right now could be really bad. That was a very bad start that he killed there. We might get killed here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hit him faster. Hit him harder. Nope, there's the force barrier. Never mind. That was a very unlucky setup there. That was a very unlucky setup there. Because we need to buff up as fast as possible, else he'll move into a 3-minute immortality phase that we cannot survive with our level. Okay, okay. That explains a lot. Since when is that on slow again? Actually, never mind, I'm resetting that already. Ah!
You got it. Just focus.
I've had bad runs before, but this one is just work. Alright. Actually, the slow might come in handy right now. Actually, no. Wait, fast. Okay, there's the heal. Buff. Okay, try something new. Instead of doing the same bad thing all the time. Yeah, this is like the worst run I've had in ages. Alright, where are my axe potions? Let's play double safe. Heal up here, start buffing. Domain. Domain. Bacchus. And Haste Guard. This should do it. Alright. Now we're finally there where we're supposed to be. All buffed up, everything dealing damage. There he goes into the red. Always unfortunate if I get that cinematic these days. And there he's down. Time. Oh, that was annoying. I really say this is the worst run I had in ages. I'm very sorry, Xida. Please don't kill me for going overestimate so much. I promise it won't happen again. Yeah, anyways, last words. I'll make it quick. And I'm skipping the cutscene because at this point the game always goes nuts with the sound. If you enjoyed the run, we have a Final Fantasy XII Discord for all runners where we have all the Final Fantasy XII content from the Zodiac age over PS2 till even the international Zodiac drop system. Everything's there. We also have some fun chats like on anime and other stuff, but yeah. If you want to maybe learn any of the Final Fantasy XII runs, feel free to hit us up there. The Discord link should be on speedrun.com. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Thanks for having me. And I'll hope to be around some more at some point. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Hab. If you want to see his proper runs as well, like his world record attempts, you can also just follow him at HabKeineName. This was it for me as well. I'm signing off and we'll be heading over to intermissions and setting up for Rayman 3. And while we're in intermissions, we'll be playing a few ads, so stay tuned.